Hey, Lord. We are opening up the choice doors now. Shouts out to all the men and women that's making it to the Hurricane Night Traptist Church. Well, we gon' ask. We gon' ask. We gon' ask some questions. Hurricane Night Traptist Church. Let's open up them doors. I'm tired of that same old sad song, everybody. We about to live it up. Now let me go through this shit and make sure I got everything. I think this is one. Okay, that's one. Let me catalog that. Shouts out to everybody coming through Hurricane Chapter, Hurricane, Hurricane and Night Chapters Church. You can forgive me, I'm still high from yesterday. I was chilling on the planet Riser. And then I hopped on the USS Hurricane and flew right back to Riser. We partied like rock stars. You know what I'm saying? We have a new time frame where we start the Sunday service. We're gonna start at 9 o'clock Midwestern time. I guess that's Eastern time, right? And which means it'll be 6 in the morning on the West Coast, and it'll be 2 in the afternoon in the UK. I want to do this to accommodate my beautiful ladies. Everybody get up, wake up, and have their energy. You know what I'm saying? And to accommodate everybody else is probably still knocked out from last night. Last night was Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So we was partying like a rock stars yesterday, you know what I'm saying? To talk about it briefly, you can't really talk about it briefly. But what happens on Riser stays on Riser. And what happens on Shore Leave stays on Shore Leave. Much love to the goddess Vonta. That was fun. And after that we had the after party on the USS Hurricane. We rocked out. Shouts out to everybody that came through. Shouts out to all the captains. Shouts out to all my beautiful, lovely ladies that came through to the Detroit After Dark. And for coming to the HHN Special Reports and my Fuck the Government podcast. But most importantly, baby, that Detroit After Dark is always after dark somewhere. Much love to my goddess Vonta. Let me make sure I gotta pick the right ones. All right, hold on. Like I gotta get past all this news. Okay. Might have to do that one. Yeah, this is gonna be first. I hope this is a skit too. Oh yeah, we're gonna break it down. We're gonna break that one down. Where's the other one? It gotta be another. Oh, where is the other one? I know I had it. Was it this one? All right, cool. Yeah. There you go. Man. Shouts out to everybody. Crystal is cool. Much love, my lady. Hello, my lady. Yeah, we go break down how crazy this church is. Let me find this other video. Is this it? There we go. Found it. I think I found them all. Like I have to scroll through all my stuff. And find it, rename it so I can have it marked. Yep, I just have a there we go. Boogeyman. Put Boogeyman on that. That okay, where's the other one? Where's the other one that I just had? There we go. And I just did how many? Man, let me shut down. I think I got it. Much love to the goddess Crystal. How long you been on? Baby, I just got on. It's 4 minutes into it, baby. We're 4 minutes into it. I'm just setting everything up right now. Setting our music up so we can start off, with the choir playing. Oh yes, baby, I slept real good. And I feel real great, like waking up. I'm not usually as a little sluggish. Oh, when I start the Sunday service sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I made sure I maintained my energy. I made sure I got some energy. I'm feeling good. And you, my lady, it's just good to see you just walking through the Hurykane at night trap. This church looking all lovely and radiant, baby. Have a seat next to me, baby. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait, baby. Let me make love to you before before everybody start coming in.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Thanks, computer. As we got the ships hovering over the Hurykane Night Trappist Church in Crystal City, California. Woo! Like that, Crystal City, California. What? Because, baby, when I destroy this world, you will be the goddess of the knowing, baby. Crystal City, California. Crystal City, Michigan. Crystal City, Texas. Crystal City, Florida. Baby, we're going to have Crystal Cities all over this motherfucker, baby. All right, let's get to the first song. We gonna start it off, get everybody in here singing. Get everybody in here real quick. Get everybody in here real quick. Time to get down, ladies. Bring out that choir. She about to get down today. Down today. Let go.
Baby girl so cool, love the way your body move. Taking off the top soon, showing off the tattoo. So smooth in the mood, baby, let me get it to you. Let me get it into you. Ooh, when I enter you, you gonna feel everything that was coming to. Too many times that we fucked on 100 proof. That we fucked in the kitchen of your mother rooftop to the coop, lays out the window, oops, to the other side of town, see the ocean view. You and everything all around, do you love it, boo? Boom, what you wanna do? Mariana got a room. We ain't even married, but we smash it like a honeymoon. Moonlight, blue, right? This is a cool night. Nighttime fantasy. This what we do, right? Right leg, mama neck, left leg, let it shake, shake till this motherfucking bed break. You wanna get down tonight? When I get vibe, I'ma get inside between the thighs. Ain't no surprise. She wanna get down tonight. When I get vibe, I'ma get inside between the thighs.
Has arrived.
She wanna get down tonight. When I get vibe, I'ma get inside between the thighs. Ain't no surprise. She wanna get down tonight. When I get vibe, I'ma get inside between the thighs. Ain't no surprise.
Salute, man, B.
This verse number 2, drinking on the cold brew, so cool, coming through, swoop in the old school, baby girl hot in the whip that we drove through, every city, every time, eating up the soul food, looking like cousin faded from the movie Soul Food, banger in the studio, while I'm using Pro Tools, put Netflix, 5 stick in the Roku, her name is Chi Chi, oh well, call me Goku, this chick is the shit, and she can be popular, love to see this money flip, probably get another brick, probably die chick is the shit, girl, let's make a flick, feeling fine with the wine, now it's time to take a sip, rolling up the perm, watch her twerk to some cooler shit.
Put your hands together.
I say me, she say you the shit, took me to the room, yeah, you know what we about to do, what the grown folks do, yeah, you wanna get down tonight, remember vibe, I'ma get inside, between the thighs, ain't no surprise, she wanna get down tonight,
get the church jumping,
I'ma get inside, between the thighs, ain't no surprise, she wanna get down tonight. When I get vibe, I'ma get inside between the thighs, ain't no surprise. She wanna get down tonight. When I get vibe, I'ma get inside between the thighs, ain't no surprise. She wanna get down tonight. When I get vibe, I'ma get inside between the thighs, ain't no surprise. She wanna get down tonight. When I get vibe, I'ma get inside between the thighs, ain't no surprise. She wanna get down tonight. When I get vibe, I'ma get inside between the thighs, ain't no surprise. She wanna get down tonight. When I get vibe, I'ma get inside. Between the lies, ain't no surprise. She gonna get it down tonight. We gonna have a good time. Let's get it down tonight.
Hey, South. Now that a motherfucker get some people coming into the church. Got them church doors open. They're like, man, who's blasting that shit coming from that church? It's like, that's the Hurykane Night Trappist church. That's a great church, I heard. Yep, I heard about that church. They got half-naked ladies running around. They ain't running. They walking looking beautiful, man. Who's got to come to the church and check it out? Blasphemy. They think my church is blasphemy. Nah, we are deconstructing Christianity, y'all. We are deconstructing. We are calling out the hypocrisy and calling out the bullshit. I ain't trying to get you to convert. I just want you to use your head. Use your head. Use your head. Use your head. Otherwise, you're going to end up crazy like Randy Orton. I hear voices in my head. They call to me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me. Yeah. On some Randy Orton shit. Oh, y'all think I'm lying? Okay. Why does every Christian say, I have a personal relationship with Jesus? Knowing that he ain't real. Like I said, I hear voices in my head. They call to me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk. RKO out of nowhere. You would get RKO'd out of nowhere. Nigga, Randy Orton, Legend Killer, The Viper, Apex Predator. Mr. RKO ass out of no motherfucking where. Shouts out to Randy Orton. Oh, man. Oh, man. But our choir's still out here. Let's keep on going before we start the sermon, y'all. Let go. Shouts out to the Eurythmics. Phenom World One on the beat. Pastor Hurykane on the vocals. Tell us something, yeah.
Slow back, slow track, I throw back, and back to back, and go ham, but no cap. Come and fit in the head, and go fall back. Black mask, black mag, and all black.
Hands together.
Hands of Vatican, the said. Had to kick the man, he's like a Batman. Shooting at his feet, but never tap dance. Had to tip the chick for a lap dance. Clap that, and smack that, the last back, had to tap that, and the black left, and son that. After that, back to the track, where he the rap stats, watching the adventures of Blackjack, to laugh at. These haters are very when I blast back. Like a sitcom killer without a laugh track. Try to government down, holding my jetpack. You pack an RPG, you better bag that.
Now this is how you start off a Sunday service. I pulled the Eurythmics out of retirement. Woo. See you, ladies.
Watch this, the hot shit, I got this, ain't stop this, apocalypse synopsis, pop this, the headshot to top this, and then grab the girl beneath the top list. She walking around with the hot tits, look her pants and ass, got me locked in. She put up on me, told me hop in, and that was really enough for the drive in. Dive in, the climb in, the grind in, get the hotel, the fuck, until the dive in, then we vibe in, we ride in, and dive in, every time in, the guy to do the eyes in. Shine in, we bright as like a diamond. These bitch ass fans will never find me. The revolution, dog, you can't deny me. That was so too, but was a fly G. So cold, slow-mo, before fold, but you don't hold your home business and don't show me, you don't know, I'm building with a go-go, put another number in this, give it a new show. When I start the fair, it's like a phone call. Let me start the world, you better run home, you better pretty guy, then you come, bro. When you won't come bitch, you better duck low. The back, the dog talk, the lap gas, better tap, the gun from the backpack, get my chick cap, the baby's ball cap, Cadillac, flip the curve, you should've saw that. Then I took the back to go my lab. There's a bomb on that, can I have that? You bought a percent, then it's that, to the ass back for love to get that ass crack.
Clapping their cheeks in the church. We're having church. Oh, ladies, get them hands together. We're about to get this church jumping. One more song before we start it. Let's get it. See y'all ladies love dancing in the church. Sponsored in the church. Get with it.
To the flow with it. Then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it. headed to the club with the crew. Party on the roof, baby girl, drop it low for the troops. I'm a captain, I'ma tell you what to do. Baby, get the do say, I'm a bitch,
Hurykane, trap this shit.
baby girl, you the truth. Take it to the back room, she can blow it like a flute. Put me out the club, then we fuck in the cool. Spinner like wig flag, call myself singing, woo. Back to the booth, baby girl coming too. Sipping Henny with the crew. How many in the group? She got plenty in the group, so it's plenty for the crew. When they going off the goose, and the ties is the deuce. Drop it to the floor, let me see you get loose. Now be on the dance floor, smoking on Gorilla Glue. Baby girl, look at you, she get 5 times 2, but she's mighty fine too. Let me get behind you. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. I'ma go get it then. In this world that I'm living in the end, about to be friends with benefits, but then again, get the passport to dip again. But I'm in Cooper time, fucking the bad bitch again, come again. Yeah, got ready to come again. Up in the bedroom, cold, that shit the lovers then. Clapping the cheese, drinking the weed, she be loving the ski. After that, I'm in the streets, rock it out to the beat, I'm a cheat. About to get to the club, throwing dubs up in the air, baby, show me some love on the dance floor. She dig it, she be lighting it up, looking elegant, ain't it everything I'm trying to fuck. So the Saturday leaving evidence inside of the truck, and I'm licking him now. I'm sticking on the side of the guns, baby, get it. Cause she be gigging, she be liking the rough in the club, and we not giving a fuck. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Go get it then. In the world that I'm living in the end, rather be friends with benefit. Listen again, get a passport and dip again. But I'm a good time, fucking the bad again, come again. Yeah, made it come again. Up in the bedroom, cold, that shit the lovers then. Cuffing the cheese, with the weed, she been up with the skeet, and that rolling the street, popping out to the beat. Hurykane and I trap this church. Woo! All right, everybody get off into it. I caught some shit. Where is it at? It was right here. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Let me make sure I got this shit right, y'all. Let me make sure I got it right. Is it this?
In Denmark, it's being touted that
Denmark, nope.
our team coverage begins with
Nope.
Open up your email and you're greeted to this message.
Okay, nope. All right, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it gotta be this one.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, what's that? No. Wait a minute. Hold on. Nope.
So guess what? Candace
I need to make sure I got it.
tells top generals to prepare.
It was shit there, Boogie Bear.
Why does the United States
Half a day. What? Gotcha. There we go. Half. Okay, cool. Damn, man. I have to remember what I motherfucking typed. Shouts out to everybody. All right. Now, there are some churches out there that be on this, trying to divide the household. Now, we have beautiful men and women that's together in the household, working together, taking care of business. And yet we got some pastors, male and female, that be trying to, let's just say, break up your relationship. Rather if it's preaching the sermon, or they're literally fucking a chick behind a goddamn staircase. This happens. And in the words of Eddie Griffin, in this crazy scenario, white church, fuck your son. Black church, fuck your wife. Yo, when you say my words, those are Eddie Griffin's words. But look at the stats. Oh, man. But about to listen to a pastor lady talk about us not working together 50-50 and calling me less of a man
Ain't that something? And they doing this in church. So we gonna talk about what the coach gonna talk about, because the coach is breaking this down. And if she want to use scripture to try to break up the goddamn family, then the coach is going to use scripture to let everybody know what the Bible really thinks of women. And at the end of the day, the Bible do not like women at all. And yet there's more women Christians and everything, but the Bible clearly tells you. So we're going to break it down, y'all. Now listen to what this woman says. Mind you, she's a female pastor, but right. Half of a man. If we got to do 50-50, man, but we both paying bills. But nobody don't want to put a label on it. That's 50-50. Well, if we're both working together to take care of the household, baby, like we're both putting 50-50 in. Or fuck it. How about this? Let's change the perception. I'm giving my 100% and you giving your 100%. No 50s anywhere. Me and you both going all out, baby. But no, it's all this number and percentage shit that got people fucked up. It's like, if you know you're giving your all, your spouse giving their all, and y'all both creating a loving family, there's nothing stopping that. Unstoppable. Rather if you a Christian couple or a non-Christian couple, like, as long as y'all know that both of y'all is really making it happen, this 50-50 shit ain't shit because you're working together anyway. Let's change the 50-50 to 100-100. Change the perception of what's going on. But she called me less of a man because I want to go 50-50. Let's go. Both of us got punished when the sin came in the world. What?
Was to be birthing children and go through pain and go through menstrual bleeding. You can't handle that. And a man's job was to work from sun up to sundown.
My punishment was to give birth to have menstrual cycles, and the man was to work from sun up to sundown. She's going all out. She's going all out with it, y'all.
Oh, so you want to cherry pick Bible verses and scream from emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's get it on then.
Come on, coach.
So let's look at this and let's think about that.
Really?
Eve's punishment was like she said. Childbirth, pain of childbirth. She's redeemed in the pain of childbirth. Adam's punishment was that he had to till the land in order to gain fruit, gain vegetables from the land.
And here's what's crazy about this. Here's what's crazy about this, everybody. What, like, break it down to actual common sense part of God. Ladies was going to go through a menstrual cycle and childbirth anyway. How is that a curse on you women? Just think about it. Walk with me, everybody. Walk with me. If our natural order is to birth children, right? What if the real punishment was just pain? What if there was no pain of childbirth before the fall of man? You know, like, you're just going to have babies and they're going to be popping out like, oh, they had another baby, Eve. That's what's up. I was putting it down last night, wasn't I? That baby just, you know what I'm saying? No pain. And when it comes to being in the garden, how long was it before God tell Adam, okay, you've been in this garden, now let me teach you how to create a garden of your own. You're going to have to till the earth. I think this was going to happen regardless, and God is just boasting like this is a big ass curse, but it's really some natural, supernatural shit created by him. But what if childbirth wasn't supposed to be painful? Think about that. And what if we never had to till the ground? You know what I'm saying? And everything around us was the Garden of Eden. You know? That's what I hear, according to alien astronaut theorists, that this was a lush planet before some motherfucker created some shit called winter. I heard winter is a machine, y'all. Now that's just a conspiracy theory, y'all. And I ain't went down that rabbit hole. Like I saw the rabbit hole, and I looked down. I was like, winter could be manufactured. I ain't jumping down that bitch yet, but I'll talk about it briefly. I'll let y'all know when I go down that rabbit hole. But I heard like this supposed to be a tropical planet regardless. But anyway, all this sand and shit. But anyway, shout out to everybody coming through. Let's get it. He's like, you want to cherry pick Bible verses? Now, Coach Renz is about to let y'all know the Bible verses that really disrespects women. It's like they're telling you to your face. And it's kind of like what I used to do, you know, with Christians. Like he said, okay, baby, let's dance. Like, y'all want to throw out Bible verses? I can throw out Bible verses too. You know what I'm saying? And like, this is what Christians do. It's like, who know the best Bible verses? Who can stump who? You know what I'm saying? That's not a real debate. No one really learns shit, and no one expands on the fucking verse that y'all battling with. This is why I pick my battles wisely with Christians. And let me give my disclaimer. I am cool with Gnostic Christians, conspiracy Christians, and spiritual Christians. And, you know, Christians that just walk around in their own embodiment of light and righteousness. And, you know, like they don't really ever put a label on anything. You know, they just, you know, like walking embodiments of light. You know what I'm saying? You know, like they don't go to church, they don't read the book, but they believe and they carry a good spirit. So I'm going to add that because like there are people that Christians that like walk around without doing Christian activity, but they Christian, you know what I'm saying? And they good people. So much love to y'all too. It's the condescending, judgmental Christians that I fucking hate. And the known thieves and scammers that I hate. And the ones that be fucking with kids. Those are the ones I hate. You feel me? Fucking with kids and breaking up families, fucking wives and shit. Those are the ones I hate. Like, especially the judgmental ones. Because, like, you can tell when they're being disingenuous. You can tell when they ask you a question, there's a condescending tone in their voice. And I was like, I could be a condescending asshole too, but I choose not to. You know what I'm saying? I choose not to, Mr. Christian, sir. Because at the end of the day, once the shit get violent, it's over. And plus, it just want to make you feel like you proving the point of a non-Christian guy being a demon. Like, nah. There's more non-Christians that are doing way better, living way better lifestyles, and treating people way better than how a Christian treat a person. Man, let me calm down and get back to it. Get him, coach.
Yeah. Couldn't just walk around the garden picking fruit no more. Life ain't gonna be easy for him. Life ain't gonna be easy for him. Eve was punished for listening to a stranger. Adam was punished for listening to his wife.
Woo! Did you hear that?
Well, let's let that sink in for a minute. Hold on, let's let that sink in. Eve listened to a stranger, punished. Adam listened to his wife, punished. Men don't listen to your wife. Women don't listen to strangers.
You see? And the coach could have took that route. Any man or any Christian that was debating that lady that was just talking could have went this route and fucked the whole congregation up. Could have fucked the whole congregation up. You know why they didn't fuck the whole congregation up? Because most of the congregation don't fucking read.
You ain't gonna like that, are you? No, let's continue. According to Moses, a woman can gain an inheritance from their father, but the moment they marry a man who is not part of their tribe, they lose the inheritance of their father. So when a black woman gets an inheritance from her father, but then goes marry a white man, she has to lose that inheritance from her father. So,
now that's deep. I got this plush land for my daughter, and you want to get with a goddamn Philistine guy. You ain't getting nothing from me, young lady. But daddy, no. I'm sorry. You got with a Philistine. That's how Samson parents should have treated Samson. It was like, don't give it that Philistine girl. But Sam's like, man, that Delilah vagina is awesome though, ma. Yo, Pops, you ain't had a Philistine girl before? No, because the Lord forbids it. Nigga, that was motherfucking Samson problem, nigga. You didn't listen to your parents, nigga. Wasn't not honor thy mother, thy father. At least that moment you should have listened. I know some parents be on that bullshit, but Samson parents looked like some nice people. Nice people. Nigga, dog, picture Clark Kent having a Samson story. A nigga from Krypton coming to Earth having a Samson story.
All this, go find you a white man. Oh, no. If you risk your inheritance, sure. Well, you want to cherry pick. Let's cherry pick some more. If a woman gives a testimony or makes a promise, if the father or the husband or the brother comes in and rescinds their promise, then their promise is invalid.
Exactly. So if a chick make a promise to a motherfucker and the brother or the father or the uncle hears about it, they could stop that shit. Instantly. Did what my daughter tell you? Yeah, your daughter told me this, Mr. Kane. Oh, that ain't happening, bro. It's simple as that. That happens in real life.
The word of a woman has no validation unless it's supported by a man. Oh, you sure you want to keep cherry picking? Because your word don't mean nothing in the community unless a certain time frame goes by, 2-3 days go by. If there's anything, then the promise is uphill. But at any time during those 2-3 days, if a man who's your father, brother, or husband comes in and says, no, that promise is invalid, you don't have a leg to stand on. Yeah, let's cherry pick some more verses here. Let's cherry pick some more. If a man believes that his wife has cheated on him and the baby that she carries is not his own, he takes her to the priest and mix up a little potion. And if she has a miscarriage, then she cheated on the man.
Crazy work. This went on in biblical times. A motherfucker couple, chick gets pregnant, the nigga be like, man, I don't think this mine. Goes to the priest, comes up with some type of fucking drink. And if the motherfucking kid dies, motherfucker have a miscarriage, then she was on that bullshit. What type of crazy shit is that? You could possibly kill the woman and the baby by mixing up some poison. Mind you, he said it went to the priest. The Bible disrespects women like a motherfucker. And yet, you got a lot of women fucking with this shit. Baby, let this go. This is how they feel. But most women will throw this out. We live in the New Testament now. We can speak. We live in the new modern age. Okay. But behind closed doors, you're being laughed at by the men that really truly runs this organization known as religion. Because at the end of the day, over there in the Middle East, Sharia law, y'all still getting fucking stoned. Like real shit. Y'all still getting stoned. Y'all still got to walk 6 to 10 feet behind your man in public, I think. Like if they still doing that, I'm not really sure. You have to cover up your whole fucking body and face so nobody sees you. It's crazy. Stay covered up, ladies. Stay covered up. But rumor has it, in ancient times, the real origin of why all the women covered up over there is because of the fallen angels. Remember, they fell, well, not fall. They came down to fuck women. So the husbands was pissed. So they like, we gonna cover up all of our women. So these angels ain't gonna be looking down talking about, oh my God, she's beautiful. Y'all not about to take my wife no more. You won't even know how beautiful these motherfuckers look no more. We covering them up. I'm I forgot what I read that from, man, but like it makes a lot of sense. You know, like when you put the on Christianity angelic fallen angel story with why they motherfucking covered up. Like it makes a lot of sense. Because you don't know how beautiful these women is until these motherfuckers take the face mask off. You gotta fall in love with a chick's eyes over there, y'all. You gotta fall in love with her eyes before you see the body. Let's get back to it.
Damn, I forgot about that.
And then she is stoned to death. Yeah.
And then she is stoned to death. After she drinks the potion and miscarries, she is then stoned to death. You see how the Bible treats women? This is why I love you ladies. This is why you ladies could walk around a Hurykane and night trap this church looking lovely as you do. Make sure y'all pass around the frankincense because we ain't got no frankincense, y'all. Spark it up.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's what it say. That's what it say, that if any man can challenge, he ain't got to go on Maury. Ain't got to go get no DNA test. Mix up a little potion, a little dirt, and a little oils and all this kind of stuff. Drink that stuff. If you have a miscarriage, the baby wasn't his. That's what the Bible say. That's what the Bible say now. Now don't be going against the Bible because that's what we doing here. We cherry picking things to our benefit, right? That's what we doing.
Shouts out to Brown.
If a woman is found not to be a virgin on her wedding night, and the husband suspects that she is not a virgin, then it is up to the father and mother of the daughter to present the validation of her virginity. And if she is a virgin, then the man has to pay the father and stay married to the woman, can never divorce her. But if she's found not to be a virgin on her wedding night, she is brought to her father's door and stoned to death.
And stoned to death. On the wedding night, if the female is not a fucking virgin, the motherfucker, the parents got to tell the man, like, she's a virgin, sir. You can trust us. And be like, okay. Now, if I fuck her and there's no blood on this cloth that I put down under her, I'm bringing her back to your doorstep and stone her, okay? Oh, yeah, she can do whatever. God's rules, God's orders. You see how crazy that shit is? You see how crazy that shit is? And on the sidebar, let's talk about the stories of Lot real quick. Let me just talk about the story of Lot real quick. When the angels went to Lot's house and the mob of people was like, do. Let those angels out. We want to smash them. And Lot came out and like, look, you don't got to do all that crazy diddy shit. You can have my virgin daughters in place of these angels that y'all trying to SA. Come on now. This is the fucking Bible we're talking about.
That's in there. It's in Judges. Go look it up. Go look it up. Oh, and what is the evidence of her virginity? On that wedding night, there's a cloth that you're supposed to put up under you. And if you don't bleed, then you're not a virgin on your wedding night. Yes, indeed. So if you weren't a virgin on your wedding night, you're stoned to death. Yes. That's what it said. Oh, that's all Old Testament. I mean, but she was in the Old Testament. That's what she pulled this from. She pulling this from the Old Testament, right? So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're pulling from this Old Testament. Because that's what she said. That's what her said. And then if we look at the New Testament, if a woman, I suffer not a woman to speak, keep you in the church, for she shall not usurp the authority of a man. So why is that woman standing up there talking?
Exactly. Right there. There shouldn't be no female preachers. Mic drop. Boom. The video should have been over after he did that one. The coach should have ended the video after that one. Yeah, God don't want you preaching. Preachers ain't want you preaching. They was like, if ladies had any questions in these ancient times, they was to talk to their husband. And the husband give them, some words or the advice or whatever the fuck they was learning. But she ain't supposed to speak at all. You see how the motherfucking Bible wants you to shut the fuck up, ladies. Ladies, I want you to speak freely, baby. I want you to use your mind, use your intellect. Let me know that you can feel where I'm coming from, baby. And let me know that you can probably turn my plan into something better. I'm like, baby, I got a foolproof plan. And you look over my plans, you be like, baby, you missing a few things. Oh, baby, what I'm missing? I just get over you, get over your shoulder and shit. Be like, all right, baby, what I miss? You be like, you need to do that, add these numbers here. I'm like, oh shit, baby, that's a turn off. But no, in ancient times, shut the fuck up, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we live in this time right now. You know what I'm saying? Because women, are treated fairly. In ancient times, your ass couldn't even speak. You feel me? Couldn't even speak. So shouts out to the lovely ladies out there.
Mm-hmm. Said it not once, but said it twice. Women keep silent in the churches because you are causing nothing but problems in the church. Since we cherry picking the parts of the Bible that fits the advantage of one group over the other. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, because she did it to put the advantage of one group over the other. See, that was her mistake. She wasn't supposed to be in church dividing men and women. That's a big fucking no-no. You in church. But I guess she was fooling herself. She must have got motherfucking heartbroken maybe a couple of nights before. Who knows? Or maybe in the past and just bring it back up to trauma. Couldn't forget about it. But you're trying to break up men and women that's in the church because like that's why only women was the ones that stood up yelling and clapping. Because I know a man would have been like, no, this bitch ain't just motherfucking trying to divide my wife from me. I would have got the fuck up out that church and left. She was like, where you going, baby? Baby, I'll be in the car. Call me when church service is over. I'm going to have some church's chicken for you. We going to churches and we going to the movie, baby. Ain't no way in this for this bitch about to break up my marriage. She'll go back to the church next Sunday like, where your husband at? Oh, yeah, like he ain't coming to this church no more. Like, why? Because last week you tried to break us up. No, I didn't. All I said was 50-50. She was trying to explain herself. It's like, that's what I try to tell him. That's what happens, y'all.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You know, here's the thing. If you decide that you want to live your life based on the Bible, that's fine. You live your life based on the Bible. I care less if you want to live your life based on the Vedas, you want to live it based on the Tao, you want to live it however you want to live your life. Right? But if you're going to live your life based on any of these types of books, then I would suggest you learn the whole book. I would suggest you look at it from the perspective of the whole and start looking at the parts that is to your advantage.
Exactly. Because the Bible's full of puzzles, mysteries, riddles, contradictions, metaphors, symbolisms, parables, allegories, numerology, and a splash of spirituality. When you read it in all these perspectives, you will get the whole fullness of what this book is really about. And then when you find out the history of how this book got here, you will realize this book is for power and control. Bow to me, piano God, sing all the songs that I sung. If no one likes her being here, then put my balls right on your tongue. Robot chicken. Pause. Robot chicken was funny as hell. Y'all know Robot Chicken was hilarious, y'all. Don't lie and say I did. Don't lie and say I didn't watch Robot Chicken back in the day. Y'all at least seen one episode. The motherfucker's been out just as long as any other fucking cartoon.
Because for every part that is an advantage to you, there is another part that is a disadvantage to you.
Exactly. That's where the contradictions come in. This is why I say, like, you know, like when I used to battle Christians, it would like be battling with Bible verses. Who know the most Bible verses? And like Christians be motherfucking blowing my mind when they be telling me this. They were like, how do you know a lot about this Bible? You're not a Christian. Because I told you, because I dedicated my life to this shit and didn't get no return on my investment. So yes, I try to become rooted in the word to become a great man, a better man, so I can be a phenomenal fucking husband when I meet my woman. And then we'll have a great fucking life, happily ever after, the end, going through trials and tribulations, kicking demons' asses together, kicking life in the ass together. That's what I believed. But realizing that I could still be that man without Christianity. That's what people need to understand. You can still be a good person. You can still be a loving, caring person without any religion backing you, people. Real shit. You ain't fuck nobody over. You ain't rob nobody. You ain't steal from nobody. You ain't burn no fucking bridges. You ain't scam nobody. You speak from the heart. You speak kind. You speak caring. You speak loving. You speak peacefully. Man, you ain't no fucking sinner. You are walking in your own righteousness. And I want everybody to remember that, men and women. You are the walking embodiment of God and Goddess. I am here to let you know that. Now take back your motherfucking power. This the Hurykane and Night Trap this church.
That is a disadvantage to you. All right? I want you to think about it. When the manna was falling, it wasn't just the men going out picking up the manna. Everybody picked up the manna. The women were doing work at the home. You know, Rebecca doing work at the home, you know, making things that can be sold into the market or traded to other people. People was doing all kind of stuff. Yes, indeed. You know, Tamara dressed up like a prostitute to trick her father-in-law into having sex with her so that she can have it, because he didn't give her his third son, because the other two were killed by God.
Yeah. I'm going to add another one. Crazy work. Remember the story a lot about how he tried to offer his daughters to the mob? Here's another story of Lot's crazy ass daughters. Lot's daughters got Lot drunk, and they both took turns fucking him and got pregnant. Crazy work. Now, I'm trying to figure out the context of the situation. I think the context was, I think the daughters believed that there was no one left on earth. God destroyed everything. Yeah, I'll be scared as fuck too, seeing Sodom and Gomorrah get nuked from fucking orbit. Seeing that shit get nuked from fucking orbit, I'll be scared too. So the daughters, I guess they were scared. They was like, look, let's get daddy drunk and let's smash him. And here's what makes me mad, how Lot didn't even know he was fucking his daughters. You was that drunk, you ain't feel no motherfucking pussy grip your motherfucking dick, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? Nah, nigga, you was playing like you was asleep, nigga. You was like, I always wanted this. Her mother turned to a pillar of salt. She's the new mother now. Tearing his daughters up. But he don't even know that he's doing it because he's just laying there drunk as hell. They just ride that motherfucker like it's no tomorrow. At least that's how I picture it. Because you laid out sleeping drunk. Nigga, like what else would you sleep standing up? No, nigga, you're laying down. But yeah, crazy work. Lot's daughters. Look it up.
Let's remember all those things. And then Tamara is supposed to be righteous because she tricked her father-in-law into having sex with her. And then they had Perez. And you go down the family line of Perez, you get the David, you get the Solomon, you get all the way to Jesus. So
yeah, from Perez. From a trick from a nigga named Perez. There's a Perez in the motherfucking Middle East. No, fuck all that. Let's ask the question. How the fuck is there a Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the Middle East? Knowing that demographic area of names, where the fuck did you find a Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John at? Where everybody's name is Mahakman or Ha or whatever the fuck. You gotta say it like a claw. You gotta have the you gotta say it like ha. Where the fuck you get a Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John from? Now, Michael, you gotta say Mikhail. You gotta say Mikhail. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck you get a Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John from? You're killing them, Hurykane.
now, what you gonna do with it? And let's remember that she was a Canaanite.
She was a Canaanite woman. Shouts out to my Hurykane women that's in the Hurykane Trappist Church. We are the Hurykane.
Rebecca was a Canaanite, just like Ruth was a Moabite. Let's remember that Boaz tricked his elder into making sure that he could marry Ruth. Right? Yep. You got to remember that. And she laid down at his feet, sugar daddy, to make sure she had some wheat, some crop.
Yep, sugar daddy in the Bible.
On the slide.
In the Bible.
Let's remember all those things if you're going to base your modern day relationships. Because let's be real. In most people's situation, because you're trying to live at the same level as your neighbor, it's take 2 incomes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just take 2 or 3 incomes. You want to live like your neighbor, just grab another job, learn time and money management so we can be able to go on our nice ass vacations. Because like really, that's all it is. It don't matter how much money you make. You can make part-time. I used to make part-time. My homeboy used to motherfucking go to Vegas every other motherfucking week sometimes. And then it kind of slowed down. He was going to Vegas every other month. But like at the same time, I don't know what he do outside of the job that we work at, but like we work at a part-time job. So when the motherfucker asks, like, damn, man, nigga, how'd you go to Vegas every week? Motherfucker's like, shit, nigga, just saving my money. And then going back to when the person asked me, I'm like, damn, Kane, like, how's you paying your rent and you single? I'm like, save my money. I put majority of my check towards rent and bills, leave myself with a little bit, a couple of dollars. As long as I get my bus fare and my lunch, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really into the, like materialistic lifestyle. I was never that guy. But, but baby, when it's time to go out, baby, we dressing up. We looking good. We looking grown. Yes, I wear a little bit of street apparel here and there, man. But like, I really love dressing up. I really love putting on that suit jacket. I really love putting on that vest, or like put on, like some cool jeans, suit jacket. Look like a business. Like Russell Simmons, but cooler. You feel me? Without the sweater. Like the casual gangster look. You feel me? I have jeans and some crispy forces on and a fitted hat and a nice ass tee, but I'll throw the suit jacket over it, just to show that I'm casual. You know what I'm saying? And they got little outfits like that, like Abercrombie and Fitch or some shit. I can't believe I said Abercrombie and Fitch. I think that was in the news recently on some other shit. But anyway, and plus with my couple, we can wear matching outfits and shit. Nice looking outfits too. Yes, like I'm still that romantic. I'm not letting that go. Because that make me resurrect my love that's inside of it so I can make these songs for the ladies. Like if I was to let the motherfucking past get to me, man, I don't even think I'd be on YouTube. I'd probably be dead or in prison. And I'm glad I left Christianity, and I'm glad I got into meditation. I'm glad I got to reading all these other cultures and learning ways and pulling truth from each culture and applying it to my life and acting accordingly. You know what I'm saying? To me personally, like each religion is just like a piece or a fragment of the truth. You just got to put together in your own life and be the most best righteous person you can ever be, man or woman. You are God. You are goddess. And everybody love the Bible so much. In the Bible it says, did my father say not that ye are gods? Jesus also said, you will do greater things than I. So let's go down the list. What did Jesus do? Walked on water, made the blind see, fed 5,000 people with a 2-piece fish sandwich, raised the fucking dead. If we are doing greater things than that, then guess what, brothers and sisters of the Hurykane Trappist Church, we are gods and goddesses. Simple as that. And there's other shit. Jesus lives in the heart. God lives in your heart. The temple is within. All that shit is you. Like I said, the Bible's full of puzzles, mysteries, riddles, contradictions, metaphors, symbolisms, allegories, parables, numerology, and a splash of spirituality. The spirituality part is God is within you. Church is you. Keep your temple clean. For real. This is Pastor Kane telling you. You don't have to wake up every day. I'm a sinner. I'm a wretch. Oh, save a wretch like me. The fucking song, you calling yourself a wretch, putting that affirmation on your goddamn life. Y'all need to stop that shit. Like real shit. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Once blind, but now I'm see. You help yourself see. And even God said, those who seek shall find. If you're seeking righteousness, peace, happiness, joy, guess what? You're going to find that. But for everybody else, when they hear those who seek shall find, they're looking for some external force or deity that's outside themselves. You need to seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And you know, people are so fucking crazy. They're arguing over the word understanding. I don't understand. I understand. I don't understand. I understand. I don't do none of them stands. I overstand. How about we all stand on something, which is the truth? And the truth is, all these key figures in the Bible are not real. That's the truth. And when we wake up and realize that and treat this Bible as just a book, then we will all have better lives. And we probably would have been took this government down a long time ago. Getting rid of the religious and political dogma is what we need to do to start our revolution, because we are psychologically fucked up. We need to take them last chains off our brain, which is Christianity and motherfucking politics. They got us on lock. It's time to break those chains, everybody.
Fighting over finances is what is one of the number one reasons why most relationships end.
Yeah. Fighting over finances is the reason why most relationships end. And when I talked on one of my Detroit After Darks, I said there should be only 3 things that a couple should argue about. And that's finances, communication, and sex. But I don't want it to be a fight. I'd rather for it to be a conversation that y'all need to sit down and work out. But it's mostly an argument or a debate. Oh, why are you spending all this money we need to save so we can keep our house? Which goes back to communication. Like, baby, we're going to budget our money. We're going to save this money for this event, save that money for that event. We're going to make a pot, baby. All right, baby, you want to go on this nice ass vacation? We're going to save money every week for that. Baby, we need a new car. We're going to save up money for that. All right, baby, we already taking care of our bills. We already got our rent down packed. We got our play money in our pocket so we can go out to eat if you want to, or go to a show. You know what I'm saying? And I make sure I have money on the side, so I give you some flowers and candy. You know, just surprise your ass at work. They'll be like, oh, yeah, baby, your husband just such and such. I'm like, yeah, baby, I'll pop up on you, Crystal. I'll pop up on your Vaughn to give you some flowers and candy. You be like, oh, shit. But, you know, because I love that about myself. I'm a romantic. Like, even my phone agrees. Woo! You already know. But finances is the shit that breaks up relationships, because it's either somebody is trying to save and the other person want to spend, or they both spending like crazy and they can't pay their fucking bills. But somebody got to be the responsible party in the relationship, you know. But this is why I say give it somebody that's just like you, because if y'all both have the same likes, share the same common interests, share the same hatred for shit, you know, like y'all both can be able to, all right, baby, let's save this money. I'm talking about, like, so when we finally go out, we finally go on our vacation, baby, we can ball out of control. You know what I'm saying?
And when you're fighting over the finances and you add in whatever your religious views are, it doubles it up. It doubles it up.
Yeah. And then adding the religious views just doubles it up, because one, it's some invisible bullshit, but it's power to the person that think it's not bullshit. You know what I'm saying? God said this, God said that. Bitch, God ain't here. I'm in front of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm in front of you. I'm telling you this. God ain't coming down talking to you, telling you what you doing is motherfucking wrong. I'm telling you what you doing is wrong. Or vice versa. A woman could be telling the man this shit. It's like, yo, there's some shit called Christian delusional shit. It's like, it's wild. It's scary. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, they're really serious about this fucking religion. So, like, this is why it's like, shit. Like, I think, you know, like, if you're a Christian, I say study your Bible, study it. Use your critical thinking, use your common sense, use your comprehension skills. And if nothing click, oh well.
It doubles it up. The only thing that you should take out of religions as far as relationships are concerned is that you should love one another.
Yes.
That you should sacrifice for one another. You should communicate to one another. That you should be interested in the things that make the relationship work, regardless of what anybody else says outside of the relationship. Because you are the only two people that are trying to be with each other until you die. And that's not guaranteed. You got to constantly work on your relationships. You got to constantly be aware of things that could damage your relationship.
Yes, from small to great. And I keep my awareness up. I'm talking about my awareness is so cold. My senses is so tight. I know when a woman is upset. I know when she's, I'm talking about, like, all I gotta do is just look and feel the energy, see the motherfucking microaggressions. And I'm like, baby, come here, baby. Let me give you some love. Let me give you some love, baby. Let's talk about it. What's going on? And then we sit down and we talk while we smoking our joint or we smoking our blunt. And I say some nice soothing words, put a smile on your face and be like, all right, baby, let's go do something now. You know what I'm saying? We go out and do something that you love to do. Then come back home and have some mad passion and love making, heart breaking, soul shaking. Oh. Don't you want me? Playing that. Don't you want me? Don't you want to be? Holding it tight. Don't let go. Oh, yes. Give it a business. And it's all straight, mad, passionate love, baby, for you. Oh, my fucking God. This is the Hurykane at Night Chapter Church. Make sure you tell one of these sexy, beautiful ladies, thank you for passing you them frankincense. There's beautiful, sexy ladies passing around frankincense and wine. Make sure y'all get y'all sip on and get y'all smoke on. We smoking on them frankincense because we ain't got no frankincense.
Into a woman like that is something that could damage your relationship. All those women in there, and and yeah, and all this kind of stuff, and then go back home listening to that stranger. It's going to damage their relationship. It's going to damage their relationship. Because I believe that Paul did say something to the effect that, it was the woman who first transgressed, right? Yeah, that's why they need to be quiet. According to that, I don't believe in that, but I don't believe that. Everybody has a right to voice their opinions and talk. Nobody should be shut down, right? But you should communicate instead of all that hateration that you got going on. So always remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.
That's right. Good journey and good vibrations. What you gonna be? Don't you want to be going all in, Crystal? Got me thinking about last night. Had to bring that back out again, baby. Had to bring it back out again. I love you, baby. Much love to the goddess. Crystal is cool. Much love to my goddess Fonto over there in the UK. I like this time. I like this time frame. Starting at 9:00 on a good Sunday service. So that means it starts 6 in the morning over there with the beautiful Crystal. That got that Cali Crystal. And then it starts 2 in the afternoon over there in the UK. I think I did this right. I think I like this time. I feel good. Time management, knowing that everything goes perfectly. Everybody's all good and rested. Shouts out to y'all. I try to accommodate y'all time zones. Y'all. Don't you want to be? All right. We're about to play a song, and then we're going to go on to the next one. Crystal, Vanta, y'all some keepers, y'all. I did it all. Gotta make the sacrifice. Somebody gotta choose, baby.
She's a keeper. Baby girl, she's a keeper. I think I'm a keeper. Let this bang through your speakers. Gotta wait, gotta flex, fucking know the best, you're the best, time to pass the test, place around my neck, find the sex, to relieve the stress, baby you the best, nothing less, take off your clothes, let me see your breast, let me kiss them lips, both them lips, make you shiver quick, gotta make, shake it baby, cause you coming on this dick, you my inspiration baby, so let's make it another flick, let this bang to your speakers, cause this another hit, she's a keeper. Baby girl, you's a keeper. I think I'm a keeper. Let this bang through your speakers. Shoot the shit, she got gas that make your body flip in the whip. You keep holding out the pop a bunch of licks. Out the crib, turn the music up, she hopping on the dick. Kama Sutra shit, do the split. I know what to do with this, beat it up. Hurykane to read your rank of love. Give a fuck, do you like it slow or do you like it rough? Give me both, going fast and slow. Fucking on the phone, let me know what you wanna smoke. Girl, it's time to flow, she's a keeper. Baby girl, she's a keeper. I think I'm a keeper. Let this bang through your speakers. She's a keeper. Baby girl, she's a keeper. I think I'm a keeper.
Hurykane at night, trap this church.
Let this bang through your speakers.
Keep the church jumping.
She's a keeper. Yeah. She's a keeper.
Woo!
Plus on the bass, so you know the bitch bang, 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 bang.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up.
Keep the church jumping.
Like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up. Nothing like
We got another video after this, y'all.
live it up. Live it up. Nothing like a
Let me give you this hot sermon, ladies.
Live it up.
Headed to the club with the crew. What we gon' do? Pull a nice chick, get a loose. Roll up the goose and the juice. We hang like a noose. The party going down on the roof. Baby, drop it low to the dance floor. Baby, quick at this baby, I won't let go. Baby, look at my eyes, say you want a boss. What nigga do you want? Now I'm pay the cost. 17, 38, all the ghost say. Oh, the Casamigos, what do you say? Hurykane and Jordan gon' put it on ya. From Detroit straight down to Georgia. We party to 6 in the morning. This be so cold, let's keep it going. Knock it out the park with these cold moves. Yo, Jay, you tellin' them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling.
Hurykane,
Nothing like
Jordan,
a funky feeling.
Savannah to Detroit, from Detroit to Savannah, to the world and the cosmos.
Yeah, tell the living young girl about to give it up. Tell the fine girl put the drink in the bigger cup, fill it up. Tell the brave girl about to drink it
Put your
up.
hands together.
Let's go big, get the live it up. Some people over the business, and when I'm bringing them spitting for the women that wanna feel it. I know they dig it. Got his head back to the bar and get some more. Look the phone, this is the girl you wanna smoke on the boat, smoking gelato, sipping Moscato from the bottle. This girl 20 more than the model. Body ever got it, just being out of smoking exotic. Everybody go up and down like it's hydraulics on the dance floor. We getting lit, pop lock on the road by. You can even do the splits so smooth and with these cold moves. Jay telling them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling.
Hands together.
Nothing like
Hurykane and night
a
traffic church.
feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up.
Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Said throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Let the beat drop.
Shouts out to everybody in the Hurykane and night traffic church. We keep the church jumping. Put them hands together. I'm better than Kirk Franklin. I'm gonna stop that motherfucker.
Take him home, Jay.
Funky, 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 funky.
Allegedly.
Funky, funky, funky.
together. We're gonna play one more, everybody. Then we're gonna get back to the service. Ladies, you know I love giving you this hot sermon. Wink, wink.
Let's go. Go with the flow.
Shouts out to the Hurykane tonight choir. Shouts out to all the ladies.
Do you wanna roll? Let me know. Got the weed in the Hennessy. Vibe out when you hear the beat. Baby girl wanna get with me. Me and her got the chemistry. So let's create the synergy. With a whole lot of energy. In the bed where we gonna be. Smoking trees and we feeling free. Looking good while we on the beach. Home girl, she the freaking leak. Come here, let me take a peek. We can smash in between the sheets. Or we can do it on the leather seats. Go to heights that we never reach. In the realm where we never sleep. Making love is my therapy. Do my thing through the cosmos. All the weed and the drink got our eyes low. Just ran out of liquor, gotta buy more. Being hit back to the crib for the night show. Let's go. Go with the flow. You know. Let's go. Do you wanna roll? Let me know. Smoke an indica, baby girl, I can get to you, let me get to you, doing my thing, got the cinema. Girl, I'm feeling you, take your ass out the dinner, you looking elegant, we in that element, I'm a winner. Put my leg in the plan with me and you in it. Put our minds together and start a new business. Show with you my true feelings for new living. Big house, cool whips, few children. Think I'm moving too fast, let me slow it down. Let's go to the bed and go a couple rounds. 9 rounds a pound time, I'm feeling this. Incense and candles when we intimate. This is really a supernatural experience. How much teacher she love when we experiment. Just run out of liquor, you let me buy a fifth. And the bag of weed, we about to take a hit. Go with the flow. You know.
Hurykane tonight, trap
Let's
this
go.
judge.
Do you wanna roll? Let me know. Let's go. Go with the flow. You know.
Shout out to all the lovely ladies in the church. Much love to my first lady, Vonta, and my goddess, Crystal.
Do you wanna roll?
I want that Cali Crystal, baby.
Let's go. Go with the flow. You know. Let's go.
We in Crystal City. Hurykane tonight, trap this church.
Let me know.
Hey, shouts out to the choir, the Hurykane tonight, trap this church choir. Shouts out to Jordan, he the head of the choir. He probably getting his rest on. You know what I'm saying? He'll pop up soon. It's all good. Because Pastor Kane got the backup. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down. You know, I sing my ass off too sometimes. Let me know. You feel up that baritone, baby? This is Detroit After Dark. Oh, shit. Yo, tell Mr. K to chill in the back. I know there's a lot of beautiful ladies in the Hurykane tonight, trap this church, walking around, looking all good. Passing around the frankincense, passing around that wine. And if you need some cognac or some dose or some motherfucking Amadale for shizzle, or some motherfucking Luna Zool, got some Moscato, we got the Hurykane tonight, trap this church bar over there in the back. If y'all want to get something to drink on your own, I can get something to drink. Otherwise, just kick back and relax and let the ladies serve you while I serve these ladies with this hot sermon. Okay. Wink, wink. All right, now let's get off into this next one. We're going to talk about religion. We're going to get real deep in it. Pause. And we are on Durante Lamar's channel. You know, Devontae Lamar, this type of man, look up Devontae Lamar and kick back and listen to an ex-pastor, young brother, great brother. And plus, I think he's trying to be a comedian too. I saw him on stage. I'm like, okay. He nothing like Comic Brandon, though. Comic Brandon is fucking hilarious. Shouts out to Comic Brandon. I'm going to give him my shout outs to him right now before he break his ass on there. I can't wait till you make a joke calling me a grifter. That shit gonna be hilarious. A YouTube pole pimp pastor. Oh no, what Comic Brandon got cooking up? When he cooking up something. Shouts out to Comic Brandon. Shouts out to all the comics I know. Also Tony Mack. Like y'all might see Tony Mack in the chat. Shouts out to him. He a comedian too. And he'll line you up real nice. I think he cut hair also. You know what I'm saying? And his content is sports oriented in his comedy. And I'm connected with a couple local wrestlers on the wrestling indie circuit. You know what I'm saying? And one cat Tony Thunder from high school, and my other cat Daniel Wolf. You know what I'm saying? They got that roundhouse kick, like what? Nigga fucking niggas up. He got the karate gimmick and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all y'all, doing y'all thing on like whatever y'all doing. On some real shit, especially when it comes to this music. Shouts out to all y'all people that fuck with this hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I fuck with hip hop heavy. I love this shit. I'm mastering this craft, every motherfucking day. Like when I'm doing this, I'm outside of the hyperbolic time chamber. You know what I'm saying? When I'm done with this, I try to work on some music, work on a little literature. Like I play the game, I play the video games last. I'm talking about like if I got nothing to do, if I did everything, then I'll kick back and play the game. You know what I'm saying? I might play the game later. I'm playing DOA again, baby. We got to get these ladies some costumes, y'all. You got to get them costumes for my DOA girls. You know what I'm saying? I love that game. Sexy ass women kicking ass like god damn. Woo! Put on that cat outfit, Vonta. Get that cat outfit going. Anyway. And Crystal, baby, you can just throw on something. Ooh, sultry. And just take me. Hey, let's get a room. Let's get a room on the other side of town. Hey, baby, I've been thinking of you. You know what? Let me focus. Let me focus. All right, this is the next one. Y'all. Let's go.
What kind of religion needs a boogeyman? Think about it. Christianity claims to be monotheistic, one God, one truth, and one ultimate power. And yet, Christian homes are some of the only places you'll find kids terrified of monsters under the bed, demons in the closet, or witches riding their backs at night.
Yep.
If God is supposed to be sovereign, why does the Christian imagination need so many extra villains?
Woo! Why does a Christian imagination need so many extra villains? God damn, already. I love the way he starts shit off. It's like you setting up bowling pins, right? And then you going back to your position and you getting ready to knock those motherfuckers down. I love the way he's set up. Every time he talks, he starts off with a perfect fucking setup. Perfect fucking setup. You know what I'm saying? And real shit, I'm glad that he's a ex-pastor now, because with his knowledge of what he learned and as being an ex-pastor, he can, let you really fully understanding of common sense and comprehension and critical thinking, just like the coach do. You know what I'm saying, man? But like the way he do it so cold because he used to be part of the problem. And they had manipulative ways and tactics to trick its people into staying in religion. He was the man behind the scenes. Just like a motherfucking nigga that left the CIA or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I can't compare it. I don't think I can compare that. But it's like he's giving us the secrets of what he's been through and what he's done. Ray Haggins is also an ex-pastor. He's a more of an elder type of guy. Like Ray Haggins was the first one I looked up. And I keep on saying, dog, I'm supposed to be doing Paul lectures fuck it. I'm gonna start working on some other videos. We're gonna be talking about Paul, and we're gonna be dealing with Ray Hagen videos. You know what I'm saying? Because like he's an ex-pastor too. I need to I need to make some of his videos. But sounds like everybody coming through. This is Durante Lamar. We're at the Hurykane tonight, Trappist Church. Special guest Durante Lamar. The coach just left, and he about to tell y'all why the fuck we need a motherfucking boogeyman and why most of our families are always very superstitious. Driving me up the wall. Very superstitious. God never answered my call. We believe in things we don't understand. That's why we suffer. Listening to God ain't the way. Da, 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 da. All these stupid bitches driving me up the wall. She smell like sweetest fishes. And goddamn on my wall. We believe in things we don't understand. Dumb motherfucker. Superstition ain't the way. Da, 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 da. Okay, all right. Let's go.
Why does a religion that claims to be anchored in truth rely so heavily on superstition? Why does the Christian imagination need so many extra villains? Why does a religion that claims to be anchored in truth rely so heavily on superstition? Today, we're unpacking the strange superstitions that thrive in Christian households almost
That nigga said superstition like 4 times. Very superstitious. I have to say it. Driving me out the wall. Very superstitious. Singing choir. We believe in things we don't understand. Fucking suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Yo, man, blame that nigga. That motherfucker said shit like 4 times.
exclusively. Fears that don't usually show up in secular homes. From the boogeyman and demons in the shadows to Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, these myths create a world where unseen forces control everything. And here's the catch. It's not just about childhood stories. These fears and fantasies act as cultural scaffolding, training children to obey authority, to trust the unseen over their own senses, and to see doubt as betrayal. So let's break it down. First, the fear-based myths, the boogeyman, demons, and witches. Then the so-called benevolent myths like Santa and the Easter Bunny. After that, we'll look at why secular homes raise kids differently. And finally, what all of this means for the bigger picture of faith and superstition.
Salute,
Let's
Matt.
begin with the paradox of the boogeyman. On paper, Christianity is monotheistic, one God sovereign over everything. That doesn't leave room for extra supernatural entities like a boogeyman lurking under the bed. And yet, the boogeyman, along with demons in the closet or shadows in the hallway, is almost exclusively reinforced in Christian homes.
Yeah. He came out the closet. He came out the closet.
Why? Christianity may be officially monotheistic, but the culture of spiritual warfare creates a dualistic imagination. God versus Satan, angels versus demons, heaven versus hell, good juju versus bad juju. Within this framework, there's always...
But Isaiah 45, I form light and I create darkness. I create good and evil. That's God. Isaiah 45, look at that.
something else out there to fear. Fear then becomes a disciplinary shortcut. Telling a child the boogeyman will get you if you don't behave is a lot easier than explaining ethics, boundaries, or natural consequences.
Exactly.
But the question still remains, in a monotheistic framework, why then isn't it just the devil is going to get you? Many parents don't consciously believe in the boogeyman, demons in shadows, or witches riding backs, but they still pass those ideas down. Often,
And that shit is damaging to a child at the age of 3, 4, and fucking 5. I woke up at 5. Some people say they woke up at 3 or 4. But this around these ages where we just wake up and see the fucking bullshit for what it is. But it's also around the same time we are indoctrinated and going to church and motherfucking force-fed, jamming Christianity down our fucking throats. Like, if you don't believe, you're going to hell. Gaga, go. You know what I'm saying? To you a baby, like, or you 3, 4 years old. Like, what the fuck is mom's talking about? Why the fuck is I'm here? I'm about to go to sleep. So you go to sleep, you get popped beside the head for sleeping. Like, bitch.
Because they were raised with the same warnings. It's cultural muscle memory, even when divorced from theology. So even though the boogeyman doesn't belong in a Christian doctrinal system, Christian households incubate him anyway. The inconsistency is covered by the larger climate of fear. If the world is full of unseen evil, then the boogeyman fits right in. Now, every child
then the boogeyman fits right in. Because we're dealing with a whole bunch of unseen shit. So let's motherfucking add some more unseen shit. You see how retarded Christians are? Yes, I said it. Except for my Christians that walk in their embodiment of their own righteousness. Except for my conspiracy Christians. Except for my Gnostic Christians. And except for my spiritual Christians. Y'all cool. It's the condescending, judgmental pricks that I hate. The ones that like to cherry pick Bible verses and break up fucking families. Those are the ones I hate. The ones that think that every event in fucking history connects to the goddamn Bible. Those motherfuckers I hate too. Because like they brainwashed outrageous with it. Ain't nothing that's going on in the Middle East connects with that goddamn Bible. No Middle Eastern conflict. I'm gonna say it again. No Middle Eastern conflict connects with the fucking book of Revelation in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna tell you this now. Okay? They're even making up symbolism. Let me tell you something. In the book of Revelation, God is destroying the fucking world by blowing trumpets and pouring vials and shit, opening up seals. The world is being destroyed. What the fuck does that got to do with the goddamn Middle East? Now, that's a question for those Christians that be trying to connect Middle Eastern shit with the book of Revelation. It was like, this over there in Megiddo. That's Armageddon. That's the, that's what Revelation gonna be. That's why we connecting the Middle East with that. Well, then that's stupid. Murder, liars, and thieves run the fucking world, not just the Middle East. God destroying the goddamn world. 11 chapters. For 11 chapters, John of Patmos is writing shit in a book, and then it says that he eats the book. It said like digested it. Oh my God, it tastes like honey, but it's bitter. Like what the what? You eating the words that you just wrote? That don't make no goddamn sense. I see why Christians don't make it to chapter 10 when they read the book of Revelation. And then when you get to around chapter 11, Jesus pops up looking like a slain lamb with 8 eyes and a sword coming out of his mouth, surrounded by angels with fucking eyes all over their body. Oh my God, I was about to say AIDS. With eyes all over their fucking bodies and wings. So Jesus, slain lamb, 8 eyes, sword come out of his mouth, giant ass kaiju, surrounded by angels with eyes all over their fucking body. In the words of the father from the Nutty Professor, this is some scary shit.
Of looking into the dark and thinking they see something move. In many Pentecostal or charismatic households, those optical illusions are reinterpreted many times as demons trying to get you. Parents tell children to invoke the name of Jesus, quote scripture, or sing a worship song to fight them off. Now, this
I invoke Jesus, that bitch nigga never showed up. That nigga catching these hands too. Let's just be real. Well, at least I'll be real. I pray for my mama to get off drugs. I pray for situations to get better. It didn't get better. It got worse over fucking time. It's like evil people did more evil and situations got more chaotic and more decrepit. I can't believe I even used that word. But it's fucked. Fucked. My life is fucked. I'm surprised I am still here talking to y'all. Most people are surprised that I'm still here talking to y'all after my motherfucking life. That's sheer willpower and determination to actually want better for myself and better for my family. But you know what they did? Slap my motherfucking hand away. Thought my mama did. I'm going to follow a drug addict, alcoholic, scammer that's in and out of fucking jail that listen to my son that actually have a fucking place for me. But no, you want to run to my stupid ass little brother and go to an abando. Stupid bitch. And plus, motherfuckers tell these parents this. It's like if you keep on fucking over your kids, they're going to grow up to hate you or resent you. I did both. And then realized that this anger was taking a toll on me. Realizing the source of my anger. Thank God for the shaman way of healing. Learning where my wrath come from. And like understanding myself and doing the inner work and doing the shadow work. And healing myself. Because I had to obtain peace. So this is why I have to walk the path of peace of mind and meditation. Because wrath is my 7 deadly emotion. Or my 7 deadly sin. I'll burn this motherfucking world down. Any fucking thing could just trigger me. If I feel that it's like, I'm talking about, it got to be 100% wrong. I won't get triggered off some shit that's like 97, 98%. But like, if I see injustice in front of me, I'm triggered, I'm saying something. I'm doing something. If it's in front of me, if it's in my circumference, you know what I'm saying? But otherwise, I keep my mouth shut. I observe, I adapt, and I overcome. You feel me? You know, let's get it.
It's more than superstition. It's early discipleship into a worldview where fear is real, invisible forces stalk the night, and safety comes not from explanation or exploration, but from ritualized appeals to authority. Help, somebody save me. It trains the child to outsource security rather than develop understanding. Now, across many cultures, sleep paralysis has generated folklore. In Black Christian households especially, the phrase "a witch is riding your back" is still common. Instead of being explained as a neurological hiccup where your body...
Yeah, I used to be like, there's a witch riding me. The moment I looked at it from a sexual aspect, I'm like, I love to see a witch ride me. I love that show Charmed. Those 3 beautiful, sexy witches from Charmed, Alyssa Milano, and that Holly girl, and what's that girl? Oh, Shannon Doherty, yeah. And then they got rid of Shannon Doherty and brought in Rosie McGowan with the red hair, with the sexy ass red lipstick, with her quirkiness and shit. Yes, I watched Charmed. If it wasn't for Charmed and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, we wouldn't have the greatest show of all time, Supernatural. Okay? Okay. And besides, man, there's beautiful women on Charmed. Like, come on. And plus, like, some of the people that's on Supernatural played on Charmed and Buffy. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it.
Up before your brain turns muscle control back on, it's described as an act of demonic oppression. This interpretation ties a normal biological event into the cosmic battlefield between good and evil. The experience is terrifying enough, but layering spiritual warfare on top cements it as proof or evidence of Satan's activity. Even parents who don't personally believe in a boogeyman, demons, or witches often reinforce these ideas. Sometimes they shrug it off as harmless fun, not realizing how deeply it can shape a child's fear map. Other times, they know full well their child is experiencing illusions, shadows, noises, or sleep paralysis, but rather than explaining the science, they fall back on the supernatural story. Why? It's a quicker explanation, expedience. Pray about it requires less conversation than let's talk about light refraction, imagination, and your brain. It's what their parents told them, so it feels...
Exactly. And this is why I love reading the book Illumination, the Shaman Way of Healing, because it talks about the brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell your kids that they're looking at an optical illusion. There is no monsters in your fucking closet. Tell your kids the truth. There is no Santa Claus. I give you these gifts. Tell them the truth. There is no tooth fairy. I put money under your pillow. And then when a child asks you, then why everybody believing in Santa Claus and Easter Bunny and tooth fairies? And then you tell them the truth. Because those people are retarded, son. But no. And then, like, after you tell them that, you'd be like, son, I'm just playing. Daughter, I'm just playing. They're like this because of indoctrination. What's indoctrination? Well, something that you are forced into against your will, and sometimes you're probably tricked into it, or sometimes, like, how you got to wake up and go to school, or go to church with your grandparents, and you don't really be wanting to. Yeah, yeah, that's indoctrination. They're trying to get you in some bullshit that you don't even want to be in. I'm glad you don't take me to church, Daddy. You goddamn right, because I am the church. You have to tell your kids the truth. Like Eddie Griffin said, you need to start telling your kids the truth. Mama, you was a hoe. The mama was a hoe. She was weak in pussy. Had you to keep a nigga. Didn't work out, and that's why he ain't here. But he a good nigga. Because that nigga take care of his real family. And I was just a dumb bitch trying to keep a nigga that I wanted. Eddie Griffin is stupid on that Dr. Dre album, y'all. It's like, what happened to fall in love with a nigga with a bus pass? Just because you love the nigga. Get a nigga with a good job, girl. Get a nigga with a good car, girl. Oh, man, let's get back to it.
Natural to repeat. Tradition is often so much easier than truth. Then fear gives parents leverage. If a child believes that the world is full of hidden spiritual danger, parents become the gatekeepers of safety and knowledge. Children raised in these environments learn to see the ordinary world as spiritually dangerous. Nightmares, house creaks, shadows, even their own neurological quirks become evidence of—
Yes, and I went through all that shit. Optical illusions in the closet. Floor creaking and all the crazy ass sounds in the house that you're living in. Not understanding and factoring in the science and the physics on house noise. So, but you know what got me through the motherfucking bullshit ass optical illusions in my closet? I started talking to the motherfucking optical illusion at a young age, just talking to it. You feel me? It could have been a demon in my goddamn closet for real. And I'm talking to it on some chill shit, trying to get rid of the fear that I was feeling. And it's crazy to think about it. Even at the time that I was doing this shit on my own. Wasn't even calling on Jesus. My inner power calmed me the fuck down at a young age so I can go to sleep. And that wasn't really a truly genuine fear. That was just number two. The true first fear of growing up is when I go to sleep, is this going to be the last night of me sleeping here? Because my mama, stupid, selfish, and stubborn, on fucking drugs, can't even keep a fucking roof over her head. I'm place to place, house to house, shelter to shelter, bando to bando, stand people to stand people. So every fucking night I'm thinking, is this the last night? That's a fear. Being homeless out there in the cold. You gotta watch your motherfucking clothes, make sure nobody don't walk past and take your shit. While moms go off to do whatever God knows what, and we out here freezing to death. Or sweating like a goddamn Mississippi slave. I'm gonna never forget that. And I hate my mom for it. She's dead. She's been dead since last year, but it's not an angry hatred no more. It's a clarity. You're not gonna love someone that abused you all your fucking life. It's just motherfucking common sense. I make sure I still pay homage to her. You know what I'm saying? I light a candle at her motherfucking ashes or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? My Bobby Hemmett shit. I pour her a shot of her favorite drink. Because even at the end, I tried to help. I could have been going away from family a long time ago. I'm talking about like I could have moved to North Carolina in 2011. I'm talking about like right after I went through my incident with the chick that fucked me over. I was gonna go to North Carolina, stay with this other chick, that was on the carnival scene. We kind of clicked up, and I was gonna be like, shit, baby, I crash with you, stay with some bread, get us a bigger house, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good man. I can make it work. I ain't gonna be sitting on my ass all day watching ESPN, getting fat. No, baby, I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna eat right. We're gonna eat right together. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna put our mind, money, and resources together and make some shit happen. That's how I am. But yeah, females look at me like I'm crazy when I say shit like that. I'm like, what do you want me to be? It's like, did you want me to be like these stupid ass niggas out here? I can't do that. I said, growing up, I'm gonna do the opposite of what I've seen. Wise man learns from the mistakes of others. So I learned at a young age. I'm not doing that. I'm doing opposite of everything that I saw. I'm doing the opposite of everything that was indoctrinated in me. I'm doing everything opposite.
Fear isn't just normalized, it's sanctified. It becomes a part of the religious environment itself, training children to view life through the lens of constant threat and divine rescue. But let's also talk about some of the benevolent myths, which often become training wheels for belief. Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy are nearly universal in Christian households. They function as friendly supernatural agents. Santa Claus rewards obedience and good behavior, and his omniscience, sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, mirrors the God concept. Then you have the Easter Bunny, which is linked to springtime and rebirth, folded neatly into Christian celebrations of resurrection. And then even the Tooth Fairy creates a magical economy. You leave something under your pillow, and an unseen being leaves you money. Each figure is whimsical on the surface, but in practice, they create a structure where unseen agents are active in daily life, watching, rewarding, and responding. Here's the paradox. Christianity often claims to be grounded in truth and to stand against idols or falsehoods. Yet Jesus, Santa, and the Easter Bunny often share the same stage in Christian households. In families where Jesus is central, the other magical figures nearly always show up. In households where Jesus isn't central, these myths are often absent. It's almost as if Jesus, Santa, and the Easter Bunny are members of the same category. Benevolent mediaries who all enforce a moral or cultural script through magical presence. This makes the religion's anti-idol stance ring extremely hollow. If truth is the anchor, why tolerate and even encourage so much make-believe alongside it? Especially in American Christianity, there's a heavy reliance on intermediaries. Why? Christianity absorbed these myths from European folklore and American consumer culture. They became seasonal anchors for family and community celebration. Myths work to soften the harshness of doctrine. A child who fears hellfire can also look forward to Santa's gift, the bunny's candy, or the fairy's coins. Fear is paired with sweetness, creating a carrot and a stick system. These myths create mental pathways for accepting unseen systems. If a child can trust that their tooth will be exchanged for money by an unseen being, it's not a big leap to accept that their prayers are being heard by an unseen God. The myths allow parents to manage behavior through unseen oversight. The same way God watches everything you do, so does Santa. This keeps children in line long before abstract theology can make sense to them. In non-believing households, the same figures might appear, but they're usually treated differently, as stories, not realities. Parents might tell the Santa tale, but reveal the truth when children ask. They may do the cultural play. Kids may join the Easter egg hunt or write letters to Santa, but the parents don't embed these myths into the framework of morality, obedience, or reality. Non-believing parents may encourage creativity, but prioritize honesty and grounding over prolonged deception. Ultimately, these benevolent myths do more than just entertain. They train children to live inside systems where the unseen governs their lives. Reward and punishment are invisible. You don't see Santa watching, but you know he is. You don't see God judging, but you're told he does. Your transactions with the unseen become normalized. A tooth becomes money, a prayer becomes answered blessing, and then authority validates the myth. If parents insist the tooth fairy is real, a child believes them. If parents insist that Santa Claus is real, a child believes them. Later, when those same parents insist that God and Jesus are real, the same trust carries over. It's soft conditioning, learning to accept without question the promises of unseen powers. Isn't it strange? A faith that claims to be the one solid truth in the universe relies on the same scaffolding of make-believe as Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. If the truth is so self-evident, why does it need so many magical assistants? In secular homes, fear is met with reason and reassurance rather than supernatural explanation. Monsters under the bed, parents explain shadows, sounds, and the way imagination works. Sleep paralysis is taught as a biological event, the brain temporarily waking before the body regains motor control. Night noises is the science of the house. Air ducts creak, wood expands, pipes shift. This cultivates trust in the natural explanations. Children learn early that their questions deserve real answers. Fear becomes a doorway into curiosity. A child who asks, why do shadows look like they're moving, can be led into lessons about light, perception, and the human brain. Instead of outsourcing safety to prayer, they develop a sense of agency. Fear is not fought with incantations, but with knowledge and exploration. Secular households still nurture imagination, but they draw a clear line between fiction and fact. Fairy tales, superheroes, and fantasy worlds are introduced as stories, not realities. Children can play with dragons or wizards or mermaids and vampires, but they know it's pretend. This fosters creativity without confusion. A child can build castles out of Legos, create epic storylines, and still understand that the world around them has rules that can be discovered, understood, and tested. Their imagination becomes an engine for invention, not a substitute for explanation. When children are told the truth about myths early, they often take pride in knowing and can even help younger siblings play along. The shift is empowering, not disillusioning. Instead of prayer or ritual, secular homes emphasize practical coping strategies, night lights to ease the fear of the dark, breathing techniques to manage anxiety, discussions about dreams to help children process imagination versus reality. This approach gives children tools they can use for the rest of their lives. Fear becomes manageable, not mystical. It develops resilience. When kids see that their actions, turning on a light or breathing deeply or asking questions, when they see that that can reduce fear, they internalize a sense of control, security, and strength. They grow up less dependent on authority figures for answers and more confident in their ability to investigate and to cope. When children are kept in superstition for too long, there is a cost. Curiosity is stunted. If demons did it is already an acceptable answer. Why even ask questions about the shadows, dreams, or biology? Innovation is dulled. The instinct to wonder why is replaced with pray about it or only God knows. The natural scientist inside the child is silenced before it can even take root. Right. Imagination gets hijacked. Instead of being used to explore possibilities, imagination is confined with fear-based scripts. By contrast, when secular homes mark fiction as fiction and truth as truth, imagination and curiosity reinforce each other. Storytelling excites the mind, while explanations ground it. In Christian homes, superstition is interwoven with theology. Fear and fantasy are religiously sanctified. In secular homes, superstition is absent, clearly labeled, or dismantled early. Children are not taught to confuse fantasy with reality, but to engage with both in their proper place. When we teach children that the world is magical but not mysterious, we give them the freedom to wonder without fear. We show them that reality is not something to hide from. It's something to explore. In religious households, superstition doesn't exist in isolation. It acts as scaffolding for faith itself. Children are taught that the unseen is not just possible, but primary. The invisible world is more real than the physical. Authority, whether parental or pastoral, defines truth. If mom says the boogeyman is real or pastor says demons stalk the night, the child accepts it. Questioning these myths isn't just intellectual curiosity. It feels like disobedience or betrayal of family, faith, and even God. Superstition in this sense is not an accident. It is a training ground for obedience to authority and for belief without evidence. It might seem strange that Christian home keeps both fear-based myths, demons, witches, and boogeymen, and benevolent myths like Santa, angels, and the Tooth Fairy. But together, they reinforce the same lesson: trust in the unseen. Fear myths teach children that the unseen can hurt you, so you need to stay obedient, pray, or seek protection. The benevolent myths teach children that the unseen can bless you, so you must believe, stay obedient, and stay faithful. Together, they construct a worldview where unseen forces run the show. The myths don't have to be consistent. They only need to reinforce the habit of belief without evidence. These myths are maintained because the source of truth is not observation or reasoning. It's authority. A child may see that the shadows are just their eyes adjusting, but if their parents insist it's a demon, the authority overrides the evidence. Yeah. A child may doubt the Tooth Fairy, but if their parents insist money came from an unseen being, they're encouraged to suspend disbelief. In the same way, later in life, if a scripture or a pastor's words conflict with personal experience, the authority is expected to win. This conditioning creates a lifetime pattern. Don't trust your senses, trust the system.
Exactly. If my sense is telling me that my prayers are not being answered year after year after year after year after year, I'm talking about there's 365 days a year. I've been a motherfucking Christian since the age of 5. From 5 to 18. Y'all count that shit up. Just to get no return on my investment. No return on my investment at all. None. Mama stayed on drugs. Situations got worse. Like, what the fuck? Nah. Let me go do this shit on my own. I blame myself now. I take responsibility for my life. I take back my life from the evil shackles of Christianity. Like, real shit. It felt good. That shit was like a weight lifted. I didn't feel like I was suffocated no more. And I felt good. And I'm like, if these Christians think I'm a sinner, so be it. Fuck it. I'm a sinner then. But I know for a fact in my heart that I'm not. I know for a fact in my heart there are non-Christians that are a lot better people than actual Christians. Most of you Christians don't even go by the Bible that you read. You don't even read the Bible that you claim you love. It's all fornication, smoke, drink, fuck around, and then have shame, guilt, and regret later. Like, come on, that's fucking stupid. I have no regrets, none. Because the moment you regret one thing, you got to go down a motherfucking line of regretting others. And plus another reason why I don't have no regrets, because I don't fuck people over. I don't lie to people. Like, what the fuck? All this shame, guilt, and regret is from you. Like, real shit. It's an inside thing. I do the inner work, shadow work. And if you did fuck over somebody, go back and apologize. And you knock your head off, at least you went back, go apologize on my name is Earl shit.
Superstitions then aren't just childish side stories. They're functional. They train the acceptance of mystery without proof. Children learn to live with explanations that require no evidence. They normalize outsourcing security and reward. Safety and blessings are mediated through unseen powers. They silence doubt. To question the myth feels like rebellion, not reason. This is why they persist generation after generation, even when parents don't consciously believe them anymore. The scaffolding holds up the structure of faith. The real story isn't about monsters under the bed or Santa at the chimney. It's about how a culture teaches children to privilege authority over evidence, to treat superstition as sacred, and to see belief without proof as a virtue. The scaffolding doesn't just shape childhood, it builds the framework for a lifetime of faith. When we step back and look at the full picture, the boogeyman in the shadows, the witch on your back, Santa at Christmas, the tooth fairy at night, what we see is not random superstition. We see a system that trains children to fear what they can't see and to hope in what they can't prove, to obey authority over their own senses. In religious homes, this scaffolding feels normal because it's everywhere. Bedtime prayers that focus on death, stories of demons just outside the door, and magical figures who reward belief and obedience. Together, they build a world where the unseen is more real than the seen, and where doubt feels like betrayal. But here's the irony. A faith that claims to be anchored in truth relies on the same scaffolding of myth and make-believe that secular homes dismantle early. And when children are taught to privilege authority and superstition over curiosity and evidence, we don't just distort their imagination. We limit their potential to explore, to question, to innovate even. That's the difference. In secular homes, imagination and reality reinforce one another. In religious homes, imagination is conscripted into faith, and reality is obscured by it. So the question isn't really whether Santa or the boogeyman exist. The question is, what kind of world are we building for our children? One where fear and fantasy dictate truth, or one where curiosity and evidence open the way to it? When I think about what community is,
that's what I'm talking
open the
about.
way to it. When I think about what community is, when I think about what the church was.
All right, now, hold on.
For many people, I think about community as a service. I know so many people right now whose passion was media, and if it weren't for their church, they wouldn't be able to pursue that passion. I know so many people.
That's an ad, y'all. That's an ad, y'all. When the other video was over. But yeah, instilling fear. Instilling fear in the children. Will someone please think of the children? You got to think of them and not put no fear in them. Ain't no Superman. I mean, damn. Like, ain't no Santa Claus. I'm no Superman. Ain't no motherfucking Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, or Easter Bunny. And if the Easter Bunny was real, that'd be some scary ass shit. I don't give a fuck how cuddly and cute it looks. It's just roaming around on two legs with a basket, beating bitches upside the head with. That's some scary shit. Santa, nigga coming down the chimney. Nigga, that's breaking and entering, breaking into your home. And it's like, have some milk and cookies ready for Santa. You're having milk and cookies ready for a burglar. Come on now. At least Krampus come in, kill your fucking parents and stuff your fucking kids in a sack. He come in straightforward with it. Santa coming in that bitch like, yeah. Santa is the creepy one. Krampus is the one that's straightforward. Ain't that his motherfucking brother? Get your brother, Santa. I mean, Krampus, get your brother. Both of them ain't shit. Krampus killing parents, stuffing kids in the sack. Santa Claus coming down niggas' chimney, eating niggas' milk and cookies. That's presented out for him back in the way. But if it's not presented for him, he's going to your refrigerator to eat your milk and cookies, nigga. That's breaking and entering, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you is giving out gifts. Fuck on out of here. But anyway, we gonna get off into some music and we gonna play one more. Oh man, we wildin' today, y'all. We wildin' today. Ladies, get down to the dance floor, or should I say, walk up down the aisle and get y'all dance on, y'all. Hurykane tonight, trap this church. Get that slow dance on. Pass that frankincense, baby, because I ain't got no frankincense.
Baby girl, let me get that. Break a ball like a Kit Kat. After that, chill back with a chit chat. Baby, sure, come on, let us fuck, drinking the chillin'. I got the money piled up in a big stack. Baby girl, let me get that. Take her ass to the Somerset. You can get what you want to get. Baby girl, you can be loving it. Dance head to the club and shit, we get public. Put her on like an oven. Make her love, make it covenant. Keep on cuffing it. Tryna give her the bitch to say I kill her with my tongue and shit. I'm about to give her that long stroke. Get it out the frame, till it's from in the rain. They gotta give it the bang bang. Told me that she slang gang. Shit, that do the same thing. Gotta keep dodging the chain gang. Bonnie and Clyde down the ride with the nigga about to ride it down. They going down by the nigga about to roll the blood. They got no weed in the nigga, baby, pull it up. The ton of food, like a rubber, baby, do what's up. And if I just slow when I'm in the baby, scream my name. Let me know that you feel it. Overcame, we glad to strain. It's time for me to change the brain. Baby girl, let me get that. Make her off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma get that. Like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Make her off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma get that. Like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Make her off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma hit that. Like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Make her off like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma hit that. Like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Try to make a do flick. Fuck you in the back of the new whip. 2 trips to the aisle, grab a few chicks. And 3-way, 4-way, about to do this. Let me get up in it when I'm in it. I'ma lick it, I'ma stick it, never forget it. And I bet you should give me the digits. I can give it the business. See it's going on with the minute. Hurykane be the main girl. Came here to change worlds. Do you wanna go to paradise? Show you a better life to the right. Cause the tight shit, we make love every night. Miss a liquor with the Miller Lite. Want a blood that's bigger than Killer Mike. We vibe to the night till you see the light. Then I gotta go to work, see you tonight. We can go to your crib or my crib. Rent a hotel, don't matter, I got this. Buy an RV, that's not a bad idea. Fucking on the road, we making a hot bitch. Say Hurykane, you need to stop, bitch. And don't showing off my bulge and wallet. Money ever flowing out of my pockets, it's time to ride out. Baby girl, let me get that. Break a walk like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma hit that. Like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Break a walk like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma hit that. Like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Break a walk like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma hit that. Like that. Baby girl, let me get that. Break a walk like a Kit Kat. That so fat, let me grip that. From the front to the back, I'ma hit that. Like that. Baby girl, let me get that.
Hurykane tonight, trap this church. Make sure you show the ladies some love. They passing the wine and the frankincense. They gonna play another track. Let go.
Keys of the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. This my motherfucking G's of the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. Put the motherfucking G's in the bag. And my homeboy get the keys to the lab. I got everything that we need in the jab. Board overseas with the weed in the bag. How the fucking guns and the keys in the dash. Try to cock how you got a pig in the bag. Saw a boy leaders put the beam on his ass. Now I got away, put the bead on the gas. Going faster than glass, speed on your ass. On the front line, I'ma lead with the mag. When they give a bed, I'ma kill all the gas. Automatic ribbons in the build, they would pass. Jump like pom-pom, real Kevin Nash. True with the leg like real Mr. Glass. Formulate the plan that will kill all their plans. When they give a bed, then the leads ever had. Need up and bridges, and we need us a man. Can't get that, gon' bleed on the land. Revolutionary, I'm a G on the land. So negotiated, we don't need no demand. Gonna take it back, Papa G in the van. Blowing up shit, boom, boom on the land. Big coat coming Dr. Doom on the land. Super guy hand till you all in the sand. Everybody run when I pull up the hand. World military, they ain't gonna last. I'ma hit them all with a blast from the past. Do it so fast like I'm taking out the trash. Fuck Klaus Schwab, put his ass in the bag. Fuck Bill Gates, put his ass in the bag. Fuck Dr. Fauci, put his ass in the bag. Fuck Donald Trump, put his ass in the bag. Keys of the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. This is my motherfucking G's of the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. This is my motherfucking G's of the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Let's go.
All right. On to the last video. Talking about family. And I know I was talking about what I went through, you know what I'm saying? You know I got to get my testimony. That's part of the church. Give your testimony. But about to talk about family. This is gonna be the end of it. I mean, it's the last of the video, and then we gonna rock out.
What if the so-called testimonies of the faithful are nothing more than fabrications to reinforce dysfunction? Think about it. What if the same scriptures meant to guide families and firm up households have instead locked entire generations into cycles of silence, shame, and struggle? This isn't about feel-good stories, it's not about propaganda, and it's not about cherry-picking horror stories from people's past. This is about the real data, the real theology, and the real lives that show us how Christianity hasn't just influenced personal belief, it's shaped right now it's shaped families, reinforced generational dysfunction, and left fingerprints on entire communities. So in this conversation, we're going to unpack the role of Christianity in generational dysfunction. We'll look at how harmful family patterns get repeated, how cultural theology turns them into sacred obligations, how those patterns scale up into societal structures, and how even today, the stats reveal the weight of belief on education, poverty, trauma, and survival. And by the end, I want to leave you with a question, not an answer. What patterns has faith handed down in your family, and which ones are you ready to break?
Yep. And I'm gonna get it out the way now. Growing up, living place to place, house to house, shelter to shelter, abandoned to abandoned, staying with people to stay with people. Yes, I'm gonna keep saying it in that order. But that's what I've been through. Mother, stupid, selfish, stubborn, and on crack. Father, gone. He can't deal with that. Anybody got time for that? I understand, Pops. Yo, Pops, wherever you at, I understand. Because I wouldn't want to be with that type of person either. The last thing I heard about my father was he got married, and I got a brother somewhere. He's probably a year or two younger than me that I haven't even seen before. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to my pops for living the best life. Ain't gonna fuck with no crackhead bitches. Living his best life. And when it comes to my little brother, want to be out there in the street, just like my mom want to be out there in the street, I said, fuck that. Once mama passed, I told my little brother, I was like, look, I got this house. Our sister is handicapped, and we got to take care of her, and we got to take care of this house. Every piece of money we get, we got to put it towards this house. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfucker looked at me like I was crazy, talk about, fuck me. Okay, cool. You act like a nigga gonna be a dictator or something. I'm like, man, nigga, like you already know what it is. You working, I'm working. Every week we put money towards this crib. put money towards the savings to get a motherfucking whip so we could drive our sister to her doctor's appointments or drive her to wherever she fucking need to be. And plus, like I love my spot because like everything is right next to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like right around the corner, the market, the mall, and shit. I mean, like not a mall, but a mini mall. So I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really gotta drive any fucking where. I'm talking about like my motherfucking shit is right around the fucking corner. Restaurants, mini mall, and the market. I'm good. But anyway, my little brother want to be out there in the street. And that's what my mom always wanted to do. Be out there in the street. That's what his daddy always wanted to do. Be out there in the street. And I already told my little brother, I'm like, look, bro, like the only reason why you doing this, going through all this shit, is because of her mom. She made it cool for you to not be responsible. Just be out here in the street all day. Let's smoke, drink, and fuck around. While I was out there scared in the middle of the night with my mom and my little brother, while she out there getting crack rocks and shit or chilling with motherfuckers you don't even know, strangers and shit, 3 in the morning. Oh, shit. Oh, for real. When I want to talk about real shit, I want to cut off. Ain't that a bitch? But anyway, waking up our great grandma 1, 2, 3 in the morning and shit out her sleep, all because mama want to motherfucking be in the neighborhood for some crack. That's like, god damn. And shit pissed me off. I really hated it. I really hated it like a motherfucker. Because I'm like, mom's barely worked. How the fuck is you getting money for crack? So that's what you doing. The shit hurts. It goes back to that song, your mama's on crack rock. I remember that song from back in the day. Nigga, that shit. Well, let's go.
We talk about generational dysfunction. What we really mean is this: harmful patterns that don't just stop with one person. They get passed down.
Yeah, patterns that don't start with one person. Parents pass that shit down to the kids pass it down to their kids, and then the grandkids. I'm trying to break that shit. I told my little brother, after mama passed, the generational curse is broken. All that shit that you doing right now, that shit is not going down here. That shit that mama done back in the day is not going down here. I'm not letting that shit happen. And I guess that nigga looked at me like, well, if I can't do what I want to do, which is some fuck shit, I guess I won't be around. I told him, I was like, nigga, if you choose the streets, nigga, you choose streets over family, you choose death over life. It's your choice, because being out there in the streets, you're only going to lead to being dead or in jail. And that's all we heard coming up, bro. Our uncle, our big cousin, and our auntie said, do not be like your mom. All of our life growing up. So fuck the bullshit. Yeah, do not be like your mom. Lazy. Own drugs. Can't keep a roof over her head. Own drugs. Can't keep a job. Alcoholic. Own drugs. Stupid. Selfish. Stubborn. Like, stupid means you know the fuck you doing and you choose to do it anyway. Not ignorant, just stupid. Selfish. Stubborn. I do what I want, when I want, how I want. This is why I was fucking homeless all my goddamn life. I ain't asked to be born in the poor city in the country with a motherfucking mother that don't give a fuck about nobody but herself. And cry family, but like don't show it. Say we're family, but no actions. It's all fake. The only happy moments of my life was when I met up with the family for Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, and we all go to the park for our family reunion. 4 times out the year was the only anticipated moments of my life. The only best moments of my life was 4 times a year. 4 times a year. From the age of 5 to 18. 4 times a year. Everything else we got to deal with. Bullshit. And yet I got to try to stay in school and stay, let's try to stay on the honor roll. But nope. Like once I got to high school, like shit started dwindling. Life started life, and it really started taking a toll on me. And I really wanted to kill something. Like I'm talking about like real shit. Real fucking shit. And then like when I finally left home at 17, I just dropped out of school. You know, stay with this chick. That bitch played me like a fucking orchestra. And then I said, fuck God, fuck Jesus, fuck the devil. And everybody catching these hands if they real. I gave my all. I was good. I was great. I was fucking phenomenal. And this is the thanks I get. Fuck this shit. I'm about to do me. I'll never forget that day. It was liberating. But this is what dysfunctional families do. They pass that shit on down. And then you got to be the one. Like, should I leave my family alone and be on my own forever and just feed those motherfuckers with a long-handed spoon, or just disassociate myself from them completely, or stick around and risk motherfucking having a stress attack or a heart attack trying to help these stupid motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about me? Fuck that. We all have family members that we consider family, and the rest is in the discard pile. Real shit. And especially when you have a fucked up family, that leads motherfuckers to create other families with what we like to call gangs. That's their new family. We call it sets, gangs, families, cartel, La Familia, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They show more love than your real fucking family members. Or fuck it, I'll do you one better. A stranger will do you better than your family members. Each and every one of you that's in my chat right now, haven't seen face to face, but I feel y'all energy and vibe, and I know y'all cool people. Y'all family to me. Real shit. I consider y'all family than my actual family members. And I can count on one hand, probably two, on how many family members I consider family, because they show it instead of saying it.
Child to grandchild. And by the time you recognize it, it's no longer just a family issue, it's a legacy. It shows up in a lot of ways. Authoritarian parenting, where love is confused with control.
Yeah, love is confused with control. I'll never forget when my mama told me, if you don't get baptized, I'm going to beat your ass. Yeah, some mother. Just take me back to colonialization. If you don't believe in this Jesus, we're going to whip your ass.
Trauma because nobody was allowed to talk about what happened. Cycles of poverty that keep repeating because opportunity was never handed down.
Opportunity is never handed down. Mother not saving up bread, not trying to even have a career. I don't know what year my mama gave up on her life, but I don't even think she had any goals in mind. On some real shit. I'm just gonna live my life one day at a time. You only live once. Let's smoke, drink, and fuck around and smoke crack all fucking day. And fuck my kid's life up and disappear 3 or 4 times and be gone for 4 to 6 months and call them out the clear blue, talk about I'm in a fucking rehab. But coming to find out, it's not to get over the crack addiction. You just wanted to get the fuck away from responsibility. My life wasn't sunshine. I didn't see no sunshine. So I left that world behind. Had to find my sunshine.
Identity, who you are, who you love, how you think, taught as if shame itself was a virtue. And here's the thing, dysfunction survives not because it feels good, but because it feels familiar. People repeat.
Yeah, it feels familiar. Like my brother. Whether he don't know it or not, I'm trying to give us a better life, but he's so familiar with the fucked up shit. Yes, there's clarity, but there's still a little anger left. I'm trying to get to that 100% clarity. I'm at probably like 97. There's like 3% still so pure, unadulterated rage towards my little brother, because we went through the same goddamn shit. We went through the same shit and was told the same messages. You be out there in the streets, you will end up dead or in jail. Do not be like your mom. Don't be lazy. Don't be stupid. Don't be on fucking drugs. Don't dive into alcoholism. You know? It's like shit. That little motherfucker, the last thing he did was steal from me over here at this new spot. Like I said, man, I got something special waiting for him. I got something special waiting for his ass. Real shit. And then his uncle called from his daddy's side, talking about he over there rummaging through his shit, stealing shoes and tools and shit. What the fuck you need tools and shoes for when you a so-called street nigga? No, nigga, you out there in the streets. Then I'm hearing that. Fuck that. I ain't gonna say that part. But you're stealing from family. I ain't gonna say the other street shit that he got into much, but like still though, like you're stealing from family, nigga. That'd be all I say. But you're doing other shit out there in the streets, risking your fucking life like a dumbass. But just like my mom, out there risking her life like a dumbass. But I told my brother, I'm like, nigga, mom's is different. The system is on her side. They condone her actions. And she can get away with it. All she needs is to motherfucker hide behind the system, hide behind a fucking government program to get help. You are a man. The system is against us. You're fucked out here if you be out there in those streets. But he said, fuck Hurykane. I'm going to do what I want, when I want, and how I want. I just heard recently this motherfucker just got out of jail. And I'm like, why do they keep letting out these criminals? Oh, so they can put you back out here so you can fuck up other people's lives. And when your family finally leave you alone, when your friends finally leave you alone, and you understand the word of being ostracized, you are going to have nothing. You're going to be like these bums in front of the liquor store. You're going to end like Franklin Saint off a motherfucking snowfall. And I would have to look at my brother with a soldier's tear in my eye, keeping my fucking distance because, nigga, you're dangerous. I might have to murk you. You're not my brother no more. You chose the streets over family. Nigga, it's over. And plus, when you get older and you realize who's family and who's not, you start motherfucking observing, adapting, and overcome. Okay, I ain't talking to that motherfucker no more. I'm going to feed that motherfucker with a long-handed spoon, and that motherfucker cool. So it'll be like motherfucker half-baked. You cool. No, fuck it. Fuck you. You cool, and fuck you, I'm out. That's how it is with family now. Thank you, Crystal, baby. You know I love to give you just a nice warm hug right now. Just rock it back and forth. I can feel your warmth, Crystal. I can feel it. Can you feel it?
What they know. When that familiarity is wrapped up in religious language, when it's called God's will or the Christian way, it doesn't just survive, it gets sanctified.
Yeah, it gets sanctified. Poverty, all this shame, guilt, regret, all this living this dumb shit. What the fuck is that behind me? Jesus. I forgot I am next to a main street. I'm so sorry. I forgot about that. But yeah, it's all sanctified, it's glorified, and it's also familiar. And plus, I told my brother, I'm like, are you scared of having a good life? Real shit. I asked him that question. I was like, nigga, are you scared of having a good life? Because we never had it, bro. We never had it. I'm trying to create that shit. My mama made sure that we stayed behind on bills, behind on rent, used our names when we was kids and fucked up our name when we got grown. Had my sister in major debt. Since my mama passed, I made it my mission to get my sister out of debt. This is my older sister, by the way. You know, she's handicapped after a stroke. So I'm taking care of her in this household. She do her own thing too, you know. Yo, she can do a lot for like for a stroke victim, for real. Like she held it down. But my mother made her a slave. Had her cleaning up, waking up in the middle of the night, calling her and shit to motherfucker grab some shit that's right next to my mom. I'm like, Mom, why did you call it Terry? It's right there. All you gotta do is just grab it yourself. I'm gonna get Terry to do it. I'm like, all right, cool. My sister was a slave. And she was in major debt. I pulled her out of that shit. I made sure she had money in her pocket so she can go hang out with her friends and motherfucker have a good motherfucking time because she deserves it. And besides, my sister took care of me when I was little. So it's only right if I owe her. But for my little brother to motherfucking pull the shit that he pulled, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. You know? And I ain't seen that nigga in about a couple months. You know what I'm saying? Last thing I heard, because everybody always come to me and tell me about what the fuck he doing. I don't be wanting to know what the fuck that nigga doing. But people that's associated to the people that he's associated with, I'm talking about like people that come to me with heads on their shoulders. They like, yo, man, yo, nigga, like your brother doing this. And then I hear an audio. Some motherfucker show me a picture. Like, oh, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't be wanting to know what my little brother doing. And then when I confront my little brother about the situation that was told to me, he like, damn, nigga, how you know that? How I know that? Because people come to me, nigga. I be minding my own fucking business. I'm gonna give y'all some funny shit though. A motherfucker came up to me talking about he out there calling himself Sweet Pea. I'm like, nigga, what you gay now? My little brother bust out laughing, talking about how the fuck you know. I'm like, because motherfuckers told me. Nigga, Sweet Pea, nigga, like what the fuck? You too sweet from motherfucking penitentiary movie? And this nigga talking about it's pimping. It's like, nigga, you got no hoes. How the fuck is you talking about pimping? You don't got no hoes. Our big brother Ernie just came to me telling me that you just came to him talking about, yo, nigga, I need to help out with some hoes. Like, what the fuck you mean you need help out with some hoes? But yet you're calling yourself Sweet Pea, a pimp. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Get the fuck out of here, dog. And this was recently. Hate that motherfucking bullshit, dog. They come out of nowhere.
In societies where Christianity has been the cultural center, its influence is unavoidable. It sets the tone for morality, for authority, and for how family is supposed to look. Verses like "Children, obey your parents" legitimize authoritarian control. Sermons that glorify suffering turn silence into holiness. Poverty gets rebranded as a test of faith, and suddenly, what might have been challenged as harmful becomes reinforced as sacred duty. So if generational dysfunction is about patterns that repeat, Christianity, especially where it dominates culture, often acts as the amplifier. It doesn't always create the harm, but it does provide the moral stamp that lets the harm keep passing from one generation to the next. Let's be clear, dysfunction isn't random, it's reinforced. And Christianity, especially in its dominant cultural forms, has played a massive role in keeping those patterns alive. Start with the family. Christianity gives us patriarchy, male headship as God's design. That means authority is normalized.
I forgot I be saying this Asian. Man, I got dreams too, but that nigga want to call himself Sweet Pea and got no hoes. But I forgot to mention one hoe that a motherfucker came to me and said he did say, right? This motherfucker. Should I tell this story? Should I tell this fucking story, dog? Man, fuck that nigga, dog. This motherfucker come to me with a chick, right? And not only he came to me, he came to some other people that's in our fucking camp. This motherfucker come to me with a chick that looked like she just got done shooting up. I'm like, bro. I told my little bro, I'm like, bro, why would you offer me this chick? She looked like she's on drugs. And you know what the fuck my brother did? My brother just laughed. He just laughed. Didn't deny or nothing. Just laughed. I'm like, bro, don't ever put a prostitute drug addict on your family. Ever. Ever in life. You do that shit out there in the fucking streets to strangers, nigga. You don't ever do that to your family. I'm like, nigga, I'm nothing like you, bro. I don't fuck with the women that you fuck with. You are on some other shit right now. So, I talked to my homeboy. Shouts out to Big Mike, my brother, in the hood. I told this nigga about it, and he say, I'll put it out there. I don't give a fuck. Fuck my little brother. This nigga motherfucker talking about, bro, this nigga did the same shit. I'm like, nigga, what happened? This nigga talking about, he came over to his house, right? And he brought the chick over and they chill for like maybe like a couple days. Maybe like a day or day and a half. And he tried to put her on him. And he noticed the same shit. Now, I forgot what he told him, but he told him the same shit. Then, next story, I'm getting off the bus and I'm in the hood. Like I get off in the hood and go to the store. A motherfucker come to me that always posted up at the store. That's like, yo, nigga, your brother tripping. I was like, what the fuck did my brother do this time? Right? It's like, man, nigga, like, your brother tried to give me a crackhead. Like, what the fuck you mean trying to give you a crackhead? What you mean give you some crack? Like, no, they trying to give me a crackhead, bro. You know, some chick. No ass, no titties at all. Just she looked like she just got done shooting up. I was like, oh my fucking God. And then that's when I get the call from my big brother Ernie talking about, yo, nigga, you know your brother talking about like he needs some help with some hoes. That's when I fast forward to, you know, when I got the call from, you know, big brother Ernie and shit. I was like, man, I'm like, man, this some wild shit. This some wild shit. It's like, oh, hell no. Exactly, Crystal. Exactly. I'm like, nigga, like, you do not do that. You do not do that. There's a lot of motherfucking stories, but the last thing that bitch nigga did was steal from me. Nigga stole $4, but I don't give a fuck if it was 4 cents. You don't steal from me. I told my sister to give that money to her friend because I wanted to grab some Scooby snacks and I was gonna need that when I get off of work. So Scooby snacks is slang for you know what it is. I mean, to grab some frankincense. I forgot it's the Sunday service. That's his bottle, bitch. It probably was. But she ain't motherfucking stay. Because I told my brother, no matter what type of female it is, when a female see who you truly are, bro, they're going to leave your ass the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, I heard some stories, man. Like, it made me want to be, like, on a mission to probably have to take my brother out. Like, I'm talking about, like, on some real shit. I might have to ice that nigga. Like Dean had to do Sam Winchester on Supernatural when his father told him, was like, yo, man, you might have to kill your brother. That nigga got demon blood in him. You know? But anyway, let's get back to it. Dysfunctional.
As control, not as care. Husbands rule, wives submit, children obey. And if you've ever asked why, the answer was simple. Because the Bible says so. Children obey your parents gets quoted as if obedience itself is the highest virtue. Not curiosity, not discernment, not questioning what's harmful, just obedience.
Right.
Submit.
Right, just obedience. And my mama telling me, if you don't get baptized, I'm going to beat your ass. That's some scary, traumatizing shit right there. That memory, I still hear that. That was the same year my mama said I was going to lose my hair at 25. I lost my hair at 23. Fuck that bitch.
Action is demanded, regardless of whether the leader is qualified or even cares.
Hold on. You see how I can laugh? This is healing. You feel me? Laughter is the greatest medicine. So like, you can make yourself laugh and make others laugh. You're not only healing others, but you're healing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And plus, it was very important to get over this. Because if I carry this in another relationship, man, that should be fucking wild. I'm a fucking hurricane, man. Man, let me... I'm so glad I got rid of my pain and trauma. Now my beef is with the motherfucking government and the powers that shouldn't be. Ooh-wee. Me, Crystal, hold it down, baby. You already know it. Keep that sniper polish, Von, so we're going to need to scope something tonight.
That mindset trains generations to confuse power with legitimacy and silence with respect. Then there's purity culture. Entire families raised on shame. Conversations about sex are cut off, replaced with silence. Honesty about identity is suppressed, and trauma gets passed down, not as a wound to be healed, but as a moral teaching. Stay pure.
Yeah. It was like, oh shit, we gonna talk about sex. I'm like, you have to tell your kids about sex because once they get to high school, the hormones are gonna be raging. So you better talk to them about the sex. You better. You gots to. It's like, no, we're gonna live in a shame culture, purity culture, or be real strict. Like, daughter, you ain't talking about it until you turn 18. You know what? You ain't doing that until you're 30. You ain't moving out the house either. Don't even think about it. But Dad, I'm sorry. I don't want nothing to happen to my baby. It's crazy out here. But yeah, parents get strict and kids rebel, you know, and
Don't ask, don't tell, don't question. The result, generations burdened by guilt that they never chose, carrying silence as if it's sacred, inheriting dysfunction in the name of holiness. And let's not forget about suffering. Christianity doesn't just tolerate it, it sanctifies it. Poverty, abuse, oppression, all painted as God's will. You're not supposed to fight it, you're supposed to endure it. Pay attention.
right, they supposed to fight, you're supposed to redo, man. You know how many women got their head knocked off dealing with a man and they stayed in a relationship because God said so? Or at least that's what God told them in their visions or dreams or whatever bipolar schizophrenic like episode they have. I don't know. But like that shit is dangerous. It keeps people in dysfunction no matter if it's family or relationships. It's scary. It is fucking scary. Fucking scary. Because it's psychological. You can't even see it. And I just want to hug all you women right now that have ever been through anything in your life. Like, I'm talking about like real shit. Because I understand the pain that a man go through, but y'all women have been going through these crazy shit since the biblical days. You feel me? No respect, no love, no care, just stone her ass. Like, God damn, really? Sharia law, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? God damn. Ladies, like I said, if ain't nobody told you that they love you, real shit, I love you. Y'all deserve it. We don't need to be in dysfunction. We don't need to go through any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then people feel that they need to get with a Christian partner. Give me a man of the Lord. I'm like, how about just get with a man that's just going to love you? Why do you got to be a man of God? Like, he got to believe in Jesus. But yet all these Christian couples are having the worst dysfunction in the world. Like, come on now. Like, nah, Jesus and God ain't working. How about you just be together? How about you just be? Put our money, mind, and resources together, baby. Crystal, let's motherfucker start a business, baby. We're going to get us some land up here in Michigan. We're going to bring Vonta over here. We're going to live it up. We're going to go back and forth to Cali every day because it's going to get cold in Michigan. So we're going to go to Cali. We're going to make sure you have a nice spot in Cali. Because it's going to get cold or we can get us, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have a spot in Florida too, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have land all over this bitch, baby. And we got to have our coffee shop and our hair salon in the UK. Those uniforms better be sexy, Vonta. It's going to be like a nail salon in like a Hooters setting. Along with the coffee shop. Rollerblade Wednesdays. They're going to be on rollerblades just serving people. It's going to be awesome. I got dreams too. And I dream of you, Crystal. All I do is for you.
The place of therapy. Hope replaces action, and so the cycle turns. This cultural theology does something devastating. It disrupts cause and effect. It breaks people's ability to do the math of their own circumstances. If God is always on time, even when he isn't,
Oh yeah,
Big
Crystal.
Mama is always right, even when she's wrong. And if both God and Grandma can never be questioned, how can anyone ever learn when to
Not
adapt,
human
to
and
grow,
gross like
or to
Florida.
separate? So the dysfunction isn't just
All
shame,
right, Callie, it
hatred,
is.
or silence. It's the complete relinquishing of responsibility to understand. Families exist, but without purpose. Family gets reduced to cookouts, reunions, and church services.
Woo!
Memories.
Yup, families get reduced to reunions, church services, Christmas gatherings, Thanksgiving gatherings. That's it. Like you'll see your family only between 4 to 6 times a year. But if you go to church every Sunday, they'll pop up every Sunday. But like that don't really count as an event because it's it's church. But I'm talking about the major events: Christmas, gatherings, Easter gatherings, Thanksgiving gatherings, and the family reunion. That was the 4 that I was already anticipated for.
Events, but not an operational system that benefits the members of the family. Too often, it only benefits those at the top, the elders, the authority figures, the ones the culture has deemed untouchable. Now, to be fair, it's not hard to see why people will also argue that Christianity can interrupt cycles of dysfunction. Churches have often stepped in where governments or social systems have failed. They've offered childcare, food pantries, housing assistance. For a lot of families, the church has been the one place that provided stability in unstable times. There's also the redemption narrative. Not the black church in the hood. The white churches used to come through and give black people a lot of shit in the hood, though. But the black churches, there was take, smash your girl, take, smash your wife, take, smash the deaconess under the staircase, and take some more. Pause. But that's your pastor, the pimp in the pulpit. Don't ask no questions. The idea that no matter your past, you can start fresh. Whole legacies of addiction or neglect have been reframed in churches as stories of triumph. And yes, those stories are powerful. They give people hope. They give people language to believe that they can be different from the generation before them. And of course, there's even the ethic
I thought on
of
the
care.
7th day we
There's
rest.
teachings about compassion, hospitality, and justice. Messages that encourage people to take care of each other when the wider world often looks the other way. When the wider world often looks the other way. But here's the thing. All of these stabilizers, all of this so-called care is absolutely conditional. It only exists if you believe the things that the church itself requires you to believe, things that aren't true. The food pantry comes with a sermon. The child care comes with indoctrination. The redemption story comes with the fine print. Give God the credit, not yourself. And the ethic of care often doesn't extend to those who question, doubt, or don't conform. It's more show than substance. The stability isn't free, it's tethered to submission. The redemption isn't liberation, it's swapping one chain for another.
Yep.
And the care isn't unconditional, it's a membership benefit. So yes, Christianity sometimes appears to break cycles of dysfunction, but it does so by trapping people in a new cycle. Dependency on belief, dependency on the institution, and dependency on something that never required evidence to begin with. And that's why dysfunction still persists. And if that's true at the family level, imagine the impact at the societal level. The same dynamics that keep families bound in silence and dependency have also shaped entire nations. Colonialism, slavery, segregation, all justified with the same Bible verses that taught children to obey, wives to submit, and slaves to serve their masters.
Exactly. And then once I found that out, like after reading the Bible front to back and reading the Dead Sea Scrolls and then find out the history on how I got here, it was like, I can't fuck with this book. Can't fuck with the book. And plus, going back to what Mama said, I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't get baptized. That's no different from the colonizers whooping our ass and forcing Christianity on us. And Christians, they love everything about that Bible except for the motherfucking slavery part. It's like, let's overlook the slavery part, y'all. Let's overlook the slavery part. Jesus loves us, don't he? God is good. No, God ain't good. He killed 40 kids with 2 bears because they made fun of a fucking bald-headed prophet. The prophet was a pussy, didn't even want to roast the kids back. He could have just flamed their ass because they all kids. Come on now. But no, he go home and cry to God, and God like, I got your back, nigga. And killed 40 kids with fucking she-bears. Look it up. God ain't shit.
The dysfunction didn't stop at the dinner table, it scaled up to whole empires, which brings us to the next layer, the wider social implications of Christianity on generational dysfunction. If dysfunction in families can be amplified by religion, the same is true for societies. Christianity hasn't just shaped personal lives, it has shaped history, and that history left marks that entire communities are still carrying today. Start with colonialism and slavery. Christianity wasn't just a personal faith. If it was, it would be all good. It was the justification for oppression. Colonizers told indigenous people that their gods were false and used the Bible to rationalize conquest. Slaveholders quoted scripture to keep people in chains. Slaves obey your masters, turning faith into a tool of generational trauma. And that trauma didn't vanish. It passed down through Black, indigenous, and immigrant families who still live with the economic and social aftershocks today. Now, it's true, missions often boosted literacy in some cases. Some people, not all, were taught to read so they could read the Bible. But literacy wasn't free. It came with control. Learning to read meant learning to read scripture the way the church wanted it read. Education was tied to indoctrination, and that's a double bind. Yes, literacy could be liberated, but it also reinforced the same structures that produced the dysfunction. Fast forward to today, and you can still trace the imprint of this history. Black Americans are the most religious group in the country, and the South is the most religious region. That's not random. It's the legacy of survival through church life in a hostile society. But look at education. Only about 32% of Christians in the U.S. hold a bachelor's degree or higher, compared to about 53% of atheists and agnostics. Hindus rank at 70% and Jews around 66% as the highest. The same pattern shows up in income, with historically Black Protestant churches having some of the lowest high-income households. Look at poverty. Many of the most religious states, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, are also the ones with the highest poverty rates. Let's look at family outcomes. Teen birth rates are highest in those same Bible Belt states. And intimate partner violence spikes in states that have restricted abortion access, policies that are driven by religious influence and that disproportionately harm poor women and Black women. The pattern is clear. From slavery to segregation, from missions to modern politics, Christianity hasn't just been a belief system, it's been a cultural infrastructure. And that infrastructure reinforces generational dysfunction at scale, silencing communities, keeping them poor, limiting their education, and trapping them in cycles of suffering disguised as holiness. It's one thing to say Christianity influences dysfunction, but let's get specific. The beliefs themselves act like gears in a machine, turning ideas into habits and habits into generational cycles. Let's look at the examples. Cast your cares on the Lord, right? That's 1 Peter 5:7. Sounds comforting, right? But in practice, it teaches deferred responsibility. Struggles with poverty, trauma, or abuse get outsourced to God, who doesn't exist, instead of addressing the problem. Families are told to pray it away. Over time, that creates a culture where people don't learn how to intervene, solve, or heal because they're waiting on divine timing instead of their own action. Psalms 127 verse 3 says that children are a gift from the Lord. This verse gets weaponized into pronatalism. Have as many children as possible. Don't use contraception because kids belong to God. They're his gift to us. The result, higher fertility in already poor communities, leading to more poverty and less investment per child in each child's future. And here's the kicker. If children belong to the Lord, parents can excuse themselves from being fully present or active. Discipline replaces nurturing. Control replaces engagement because the ultimate responsibility has been handed off to heaven, which is why families impacted by religiously inflicted generational dysfunction practice perpetual poverty by forcing each generation to start over with nothing while still being taxed by the elders. So life insurance goes to funerals and matriarchal family trips.
I think he said the wider world. I think he said the wider world.
2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7 says, walk by faith,
not by sight.
And this is where mistrust of evidence comes in.
Get him.
Science, psychology, therapy, all get undermined because they're sight instead of faith. Families raised in this culture often reject evidence-based solutions. Illness gets prayed over, trauma gets silenced, and education gets sidelined. It isn't just a personal lens here. It becomes an active rejection of the tools that could break the cycle. You have sayings like Jesus paid it all. On the surface, it's about salvation, but socially, it creates a culture of endurance. If Jesus already covered the debt of sin, then your own debts, whether emotional, financial, or systemic, are just part of carrying the cross. People stay in abusive relationships. They endure poverty. They avoid challenging injustice because suffering itself is reframed as holy. And notice the debt connection here. If everything you are and have is owed to God, then nothing is truly yours. not even responsibility.
Woo!
And you are nothing without God. That theology strips people of ownership over their lives,
Exactly.
their choices, and their futures. You don't get to break free, you get to endure. These aren't just random Bible verses, they're mechanisms. Belief becomes behavior, behavior becomes culture, culture becomes generational dysfunction. And once you see the pattern, it's hard to unsee. The very scriptures that claim to bring light are often the same ones that train people to surrender their agency. Now, here's something important. Not all communities experience these beliefs the same way. The same verses, the same sermons can play out completely differently, depending on whether you're in a marginalized community or an established one. I call this the cultural double-edged sword of religion. Marginalized communities tend to see Jesus, the suffering savior, worthy of service. Established communities see Christ, the conquering king, worthy of immolation. For marginalized groups like Black Southern Protestants or rural poor families, religion wasn't just belief, it was survival. When schools were underfunded, when healthcare was inaccessible, when the system itself was hostile, the church became the substitute. The pulpit was the therapist, the choir was the social worker, the scripture was the constitution. But survival came at a cost. Silence was normalized. You don't talk about abuse, you don't challenge authority, you don't name the trauma. Corporal punishment was sanctified. Spare the rod.
Yeah. And like some of my family members, like, stop putting out your dirty laundry out there. Don't talk about it. Even the phone agrees. Shouts out to Crystal is cool. You part of my synchronicity and confirmation, baby. Thank you for that. But yeah, they want to tell me to motherfucking stop talking about it. Like, no, because I have to talk about it. It feels like y'all my counselors and I'm in the motherfucking laying back on that seat, pouring my heart out to y'all. Like real shit. I ain't go into all the details on all situations, man, but like I give out enough so y'all can know my life. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like the real me. And then when we finally meet up face to face, baby, you can ask me any question you want, baby. And Crystal, I got 21 questions and they all about us. Would you let me in a Bentley? Would you let me on the bus? I asked 21 questions and they all about us. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Vonto, you know you got this love too. Much love to Vonto over there in the UK, baby. But I would like to have a cup of coffee, my lady.
Spoil the child. Fatalism became faith. God will make a way even when the way never came. In these environments, dysfunction wasn't just tolerated, it was baptized.
And that was another shit that was keeping me going back when I was a Christian and I was having my doubts. That shit kept on popping up in my head also. God will make a way out of no way. God will make a way out of no way. God can make a way out of no way. God is good. God is good. Nah. I'm not getting no return on my investment. So God is going to catch these hands. You can't beat God. God is all powerful. God ain't even taking out the devil. This motherfucker's going to catch these hands. If the devil is all powerful, God can get rid of that nigga in an instant or send a multitude of angels to motherfucker actually raid hell and fuck everybody up. Or come to earth and catch the demons that's out here hiding and possessed people. Who knows? God has the power, right? He's supposed to be doing shit in the blink of an eye, but no, God is like a child playing with fucking toys. I don't even think he's motherfucking 18 yet. Beat that little nigga ass. I'm 37.
Pressed down, shaken together, and running over with dysfunction. But in more established communities, wealthier Catholics, white mainline Protestants, those same scriptures landed differently. Children are a gift didn't mean have 10 kids with no resources. It was symbolic, not literal. Walk by faith didn't stop people from sending their kids to Ivy League schools, because here faith was buffered by universities, healthcare, and generational wealth. Same scriptures, and in many times, same sermon in the exact same room, but different cultural applications. In other words, dysfunction was dampened by secular alternatives. The church could preach endurance, but if you had money, you could also get therapy. The pastor could dismiss science, but if you lived in a suburb with good schools, you got exposed to evidence anyway. Religion was a flavor, not the whole meal.
Right.
So the same Bible verses, the same sermons, the same theology function as survival mechanisms in one community and symbolic traditions in another. And that's why generational dysfunction hits harder where resources are scarce, because faith doesn't just shape beliefs, it becomes the only operating system people have. One of the most damaging legacies of Christianity in shaping dysfunction is how it treats knowledge. Let's talk about anti-intellectualism and its twin, pseudo-intellectualism. Anti-intellectualism says the experts are arrogant, the scientists are proud, the professors are godless. The wisdom of the world is foolishness to God. That's the verse you'll hear. And once that idea takes root, real solutions get dismissed. Therapy, that's worldly. Public health, that's fear, not faith. Education, that's corrupting the children. Generations grow up trained to mistrust knowledge itself, to treat evidence as the enemy of faith. And when you cut people off from evidence, you don't just weaken their options, you weaken their ability to think critically at all. We can see this happening in real time in the US right now. But here's the trick. Anti-intellectualism doesn't leave people with nothing. It replaces real knowledge with pseudo-knowledge. Apologetics, creation science, proof tests, surface rationality that feels like education, but actually just deepens the ignorance. People think they've engaged rigorously with ideas when in reality, they've just memorized talking points. It's intellectual fast food. It fills you, but it doesn't nourish you.
Woo.
Now here's where it hits hardest. Marginalized communities are especially vulnerable to this cycle because the schools are underfunded, so the church becomes the classroom. The preacher carries more authority than the teacher, and when faith is tied to cultural survival, questioning it feels like betrayal. In that context, anti-intellectualism doesn't just survive, it thrives. So then the preacher doesn't just have more authority than the teacher is the preacher. And once that mindset is handed down, generation after generation, you end up with families that know how to defend their beliefs, but don't know how to defend their lives.
Dang.
You get cycles of dysfunction where problems are explained away with scripture instead of solved with knowledge. Up to now, we've looked at beliefs, we've looked at culture, we've looked at data. But let's put them together and see how the theology actually shows up in the numbers. Take teen birth rates. The Bible says children are a gift from the Lord. Pair that with sermons that condemn contraception and restrict sex education, and what do you get? Pronatalism. In practice, more teen pregnancies, especially in poor and religious states. The stats confirm it. The Bible Belt consistently has the highest teen birth rates in the country. This isn't just coincidence. It's belief turned into behavior, and behavior showing up in data. Now look at education. Scripture says walk by faith, not by sight. In other words, don't trust the evidence. Combine that with the culture of anti-intellectualism and pseudo-intellectual substitutes, and you end up with lower educational attainment. The data backs it. Only about 1/3 of Christians in the US hold a bachelor's degree or higher, compared to about half of atheists and agnostics, with Hindus and Jews topping the charts. If I get smarter, will I become a Hindu? The theology.
Right. Nigga threw a side joke in there, but yeah. Only 1.3? I mean like 1/3? Like, yo, I told y'all, Christians, when y'all fuck with Christianity, man, y'all IQ goes to the negative zone. But shouts out to the Christians that did graduate from college, though. But all these Christians and all y'all don't have them motherfucking high-ass motherfucking degrees. But the Hindus got it, the Asians got it, and they believe in other shit. Come on, Christians, y'all need to get it together. But like at the end of the day, y'all put all y'all responsibility on God and y'all don't want to read the book. The data shows it.
Faith oversight helps explain why the gap persists. And then there's trauma. The doctrine says Jesus paid it all. Atonement theology. You endure suffering because holy. You forgive because God forgave you. But that mindset creates silence. Abuse doesn't get reported. Trauma doesn't get named. Families hand down silence like an heirloom. And you can see it in the data. Religious households consistently underreport abuse while patterns of dysfunction continue from one generation to the next. So when you hear people say, well, sure, religion and dysfunction overlap, but that doesn't mean one causes the other. Remember this, the beliefs themselves create the mechanisms. They shape behaviors and reinforce dysfunction. And those behaviors show up clearly in the stats. From teen birth rates to education gaps to cycles of silence around trauma. The line from scripture to social outcome isn't just theoretical. It's visible, it's measurable, and even worse, it's generational. So here's the big takeaway. Faith isn't just a private belief. It's not just what you pray at night or sing on Sunday. It's a cultural framework, one that shapes how families operate, how generations inherit patterns, and how entire communities rise or fall. And those impacts aren't abstract, they're measurable. You can see them in poverty rates, education gaps, teen births, and cycles of silence. Faith leaves fingerprints on families and futures. That's why I want to leave you with a question and not an answer. How has belief shaped your family patterns? Not just the good moments or the rituals you love, but the silence, the shame, and the struggles that have been generationally passed down. What do you see repeating, and what do you want to break? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Yep.
Share your...
What do I see repeating, and what do I want to break? All my life, I see my mama being in the street. My brother was being in the street. I was trying to break that goddamn cycle, but he want to stay out there in the street. We already know if you be out there in those streets, you're going to either end up dead or in jail. So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I'm breaking that cycle. The generational curse is broken. Someone has to put their foot down, and I put my foot down. You know, so real shit. It's time to do that inner work, do that shadow work, and unlock your power. You feel me? I know I told y'all about my crib. You know, the only thing that haven't been touched by fire, you know what I'm saying? You know, like at my old apartment building. I want to show y'all, right? When you unlock your power, when you unlock those chakras and you speak those affirmations, when you use your visualization and you see your crib being protected, you don't only, I'm talking about, you got to see the golden white aura, or like whatever color aura you choose. Because remember, this is your power. This is your power. Visualization, affirmation, creating the manifestation of protection. That's all I spoke through my apartment. Every room, even the closet. I had my incense, had my candles. I did my meditation on my days that I did it. Had my exercise sessions and my reading. You know what I'm saying? I had like a routine going. You know, so I'm about to show y'all. Hurykane and I trapped this. We gonna ask. We gonna ask some questions. Now, this is how I tell you. God is going to catch these hands. All right? Because if my power protected my crib, what if I would have used my power for some other shit? You did.
The hospital this morning after an apartment that broke out and 5 children were rushed to the hospital this morning. Fire that broke out in Detroit. 7 Action News reporter Shelley Childers talked with the man who found his home destroyed on the city's west side.
West side?
Firefighters tell us that this apartment fire tore through the building here on Detroit's west side. They believe the fire started here in the basement. Detroit firefighters were called to this blaze around 11:26 Tuesday night. They tell us the fire ripped through the 3-story building, forcing 2 adults to jump out of windows. Jesse Washington lives here. He works the night shift and returned home this morning to find this. His building at the corner of Woodrow Wilson and Glendale was destroyed by fire and smoke. What wasn't burned was covered in water and is now iced over.
This was just the tech. I just walked through these hallways. I was just chilling here. It's just amazing on how all this can change overnight.
Fire investigators say the 2 people who jumped from the blaze had minor injuries. 5 children were taken to the hospital as a precaution. At least one of them was treated for smoke inhalation, and a firefighter was treated for 2nd-degree burns to his face and neck. Washington says he's lived here for 2 years and never fathomed a scene like this.
I came from the gas station. I got my snacks. I'm ready to sit back and watch a movie and go to sleep. And just see this. I almost broke in half when I saw this.
His back unit apartment may be the only unit completely untouched by fire. He says his most valuable possessions, TVs, and a gaming system were saved. He's now packing up
and my stash
clothing to move out. How lucky do you feel right now?
Very lucky. Very lucky.
Fire investigators believe an electrical system here sparked this fire. The Red Cross tells us they are assisting several families from this apartment building with
Yeah. My power, baby. Completely untouched by fire. Y'all saw me standing in my motherfucking apartment. Like real shit. I walked into my building. I was like, oh shit. I'm breaking like, oh shit. With the Home Alone, like. And as soon as I opened up the main door, I saw a beautiful light shining from my apartment. Man, I run to my apartment and I look around. There's just only smoke damage on the walls. Not even bad smoke damage, but light smoke damage, like the smoke. I look around, man, I'm like, I go to my stash, like, got my money, got my green, back up my electronics, because I can't take none of these clothes. Back up my electronics, I'm out. And as soon as I walked out the door, that's when the news was outside. So I was like, shit, might as well talk to him because I got to wait out here for my uncle to come and get me and shoot me over there to another spot on the west side before I call my friend to crash with him and try to get my other crib. I was like, man. But like I said, when I got to that apartment, I created a routine. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to have a routine. And when it comes to my meditation process, I'm going to speak my affirmations. And my affirmation was this. I place protection on this apartment. I place protection on this apartment building. Let no harm, danger, negativity, or evil come to it. Let no germ come to it. Let no virus come to it. Let no sickness come to it. Let no eviction come to it. You know what I'm saying? So I spoke that affirmation in every room, even the closet. And not only that, with the visualization, I saw my crib surrounded by golden light. You know, I saw it just like I wrapped that bitch in golden light. You know what I'm saying? You know, like when I walk into my crib, I don't walk into just a regular ass apartment. I'm walking into my palace. I'm walking into paradise. I see fountains of water, beautiful ladies sitting over there by the ocean. I'm talking about like I had to see this shit. My home, my palace, my kingdom. Protected by golden light. Yes, that's what I did. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it worked. And I had crystals. Had my third eye chakra crystal. I used to keep that bitch on all day, every day. But I really use it for meditation and shit. And you know, it really changed my life when I really got into unlocking those chakras, doing the inner work and shadow work on myself, and unlocking the God in me. So when I was like, I'm a fucking God, I fucking mean it. When I be like, baby, I got your back, I fucking mean it. Baby, our home will be protected from any and all threats. That's our rule. So when a motherfucker be like, you don't have proof of your power, I showed them that video and they are silent. Jesus, no angels, no God, not even the devil himself came down to help me. I did that on my own. And back to Bobby Hemmett. It goes back to Brother Panic. They said, unlock your own power. You can unlock your own affirmation. That news coverage, they ain't cover all the shit I said. They ain't look through my crib. I had symbols all over my fucking house. I mean, all over my apartment. I had the chakras on my wall. I had pictures. You know how the pictures I got on my wall? I had more pictures of different type of warriors and entities that I drew. And, you know, and it symbolized different shit of each room. I even had the symbols that motherfucking trap demons. You know what I'm saying? I had them bitches. You know how you walk in the room and, you know, like you don't pay attention to looking above you? I put that shit right there. So like if a motherfucker, let's just say, try to go into another room and they can't motherfucking move past what I got for them, I'm like, oh, you ain't making it out of here alive. They're like, what the fuck going on? You're a fucking demon. incubus or a succubus, either way it go, you're not leaving here alive. Got him, coach. I had my shit super sealed, super protected. But the news couldn't show that, and I understood. I understand. And on plus I said some other shit too. They couldn't put that in. So, they chop it up. You know how the news is. You know how the news motherfucker chop the shit up. But just showing that, you saw the fire. The fucking firefighter had a fucking face burn. 5 kids rushed to the hospital. Oh, yeah. Alert. A crackhead caused the fire. Didn't set it on fire, but the bitch had electrical shit down there and didn't want to get her lights turned on properly. So the shit burned up. Dumb bitch. Yeah, fucking crackhead. But that's my power. So, Crystal, let's just say, baby, our fortress is protected. Our fortress is protected. Vanta, our fortress is protected. You feel me? Talk about the power of God, baby. I am the God of fire. Ain't nothing gonna motherfucking burn me. I'm the God of wind also. And I'm the God of motherfucking storms. You feel me? Baby, I got you. That right there, like a female should be like, I want him. Crystal, Vanta, I love you ladies. I'm all yours. Get it from God. God. I'm talking about like this is after I left Christianity. And plus like whenever a motherfucker said, oh man, thank God and Jesus for that happening, I'll be like, oh no, thank me. I've been saying fuck Jesus since 2006. I know me and that nigga got beef. That nigga ain't come down to save me. And I said I'm whooping the devil ass too, so I know that nigga ain't saving me either. That was all me. And it was thanks to Bobby Hemmett, Brother Panic. Like when I was doing my meditation. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Hemmett didn't give me no spells or rituals to use. Bobby Hemmett just said, you can do this shit yourself. This is your own intention. This is your own power. The same power you gave to Christianity is the same power and belief and all that faith and all that shit. You got to give that shit to yourself now. I swear to me, you will be powerful. Like real shit. You just got to just believe in yourself. And that's the place to start. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. If you learn to work and play and get along with each other, you gotta listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together and make things better by working together. It's a simple message and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself. That's the place to start. Say it. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. That if you learn to work and play and get along with each other. Hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Hey. DW. Real shit. Real shit. I don't know why I broke off into that, man, but that's an inspirational fucking song. That's an inspirational fucking song, whether anybody know it or not. And I know everybody give Degrassi flag because of Drake ass, but that intro, whatever it takes, I know I'ma make it through. You feel me? If I hold on, I know I can make it through. Be the best that I can be. The words I say to you, whatever it takes, I know I can make it through. That's my shit. That's my shit. That's my shit. That's my shit. But the coldest one is this, and I'm about to make y'all laugh. Dun, dun, dun. I will be the very best that your mom ever fucked. To catch her is my real test. Train her to suck my balls. I will travel across the land, searching for all your wives. I poked your mama, made her understand the power of my grind. Poke your mom. I can't finish it. It's so funny. But yeah. All right, now we're about to rock out, man. This is Sunday service, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. We're about to rock on out. That's but how you won't see it. Yeah, I know. But it ain't gonna come in. I got the blinds up. I just put the plastic on my shit because it's gonna be cold. So let me do this shit early because as soon as it get cold, I don't want to have to put this plastic on the goddamn. I was like, let me do this shit early. But shouts out to the lady Crystal. Is cool, baby. You see my power, baby. You see my power, baby. I got you. I got you. Power Vanta withstand fire. Baby, I'm the god of wind, storms, and fire. Let the sun shine inside and light up your space. You can come on in. Let's see, hold on. You can let me in. Oh my house. Let's see. Is this better, my love? You can let me in. You can come on in. Oh yeah, man. You see that sun behind me, man. This how I be in those Jesus photos with the sun in the background, like, oh. It's like I am the hurricane. And I told you, Crystal, when I destroy this world, you will be the goddess of the moon. Crystal cities everywhere. Start off in Crystal City, California. Snap my fingers and everything just appear like I'm Q from Star Trek. And we just teleport on my ship real quick and we watch how everything be built. And then we teleport back to that bedroom on the beaches of whatever fields that we create. I'm going to call it the crystal fields. We're going to be in the crystal fields, baby. Let me get a little closer. Yeah. Oh, my God. That shit cold. Thank you, Crystal, for saying, you can come on in. There you go. Now we about to, oh shit, I gotta charge this motherfucker. This shit's gonna down us, y'all. We almost ain't had no music. Y'all. You know we gotta rock out. This the Hurykane Sunday service. Well, we don't ask. We don't ask some questions.
Hurykane 813.
Ladies, get to the dance floor immediately.
Hurykane Sunday service.
Cut that shit.
Shake it, ladies.
Get it from the back, throw it side to side. Hit it from the back on a 9 to 5. Hit it from the back when I'm in a ride. Baby girl, take me to paradise.
Cherry for the next Detroit after dark. That's
Hit it from the back, throw it side to side. Hit it from the back on a 9 to 5. Hit it from the back when I'm in a ride. Baby girl, take me to paradise. Hit it from the back, hit it from the back. Baby girl, look at what I'm hitting at. On a 9 to 5, I be drilling that. Double ball rain with the new drink hat. Take it back to the crib, we'll pick it back. Going hard, baby girl, be feeling that. Took a time where it got me. These better than Cinemax. Took a bag in the old school Cadillac. Did it real good, tricking on. There's a fan by the smoke on the fat pack. Little space girl, we ain't coming back. If it's you, we be intact. Beat it up the fan, baby, where your friend at? Triple X on next, nigga band that. What's next? Get it from the back, over side to side. Get it from the back on a 9 to 5. Get it from the back on a man no ride. Baby girl, take me to paradise. Get it from the back, over side to side. Hit it from the back on a 9 to 5. Hit it from the back while I'm in a ride. If the girl take me to paradise, pull it up a plug, but then light it up. Pull it up, look it, find a cup. And with that, I'm getting inside of her. Do it all night, girl, there's not enough. Fucking everything and every way. Baby girl, let me say, fucking on the plane on the way to the Everglades. Fucking in the shade, getting plays every fucking day. Get it called by a man, lay no fucking way. Going to the fucking bay, chillin' in my hideaway. Top of girl, keys for me, that's a better day. Baby girl, let's run away. To the motel late on the Saturday, smart and she feminine. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Me and her really be friends, baby, the bitch. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah, she feeling it. Baby girl, don't play no new bitch. Hit it from the back, over side to side. Hit it from the back, on the 9 to 5.
313, y'all.
Hit it from the back when I'm in your ride. Baby girl, take me to paradise.
Hey. Shouts out to everybody. Hurykane Sunday service.
Let me get you with this real hip hop. This is on the pop with the music drop. Let's dance on the floor till the music stop. Pop lock, break dance, time to groove a lot. I'm just a young cat from the 313. Looking for a fine chick to get next to me. Now we on the dance floor on the ecstasy. And we floating in the sky, baby, best believe. Smoke the trees, baby girl, smoke with me. Float with me, flowing over open seas. Float the space.
I make sure I motherfucking always share your posts every time you post up. I always
let me get on in when I'm in. Baby, your head gon' spin.
Thank you again, baby. Put your spin on the DJ after dark. That shit fire.
On the back of your Benz, hey. It's time to make your body rock.
That shit fire.
When you listen to that real hip hop, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop,
we in a Hurykane tonight.
Body rock. You listen to that real hip hop. Time to make your body rock.
Talk to everybody.
When you listen to that real hip hop, let me get you with this real hip hop. This hip hop will never stop, cause I move the clock. Tick tock, time to rock, make your shoulders pop. On the dance floor, you can let me know you're hot. On the block house party, we control the spot. Baby girl flipping on me cause she know I rock. Came dynamite, baby, I control the scene. Clothes is clean, fresh click, smoking green. Hold your lean, I can see you go for me. Take her to the back room, she become the queen. In between, both thighs make the scream. Ain't no beam, baby, this ain't no dream. Flow is smooth, so cool, enjoy the groove. So the tune, we will keep your soul in tune. Open the room, smash to the ocean tune. Seeing stars and the planets and the suns and moons. Hey. Time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop, time to make your body rock.
So you're gonna need a lot of content.
Listen to that real hip hop. It's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop, it's time to make your body rock. When you listen to that real hip hop,
It's that real hip hop, y'all. What y'all know? Shouts out to everybody in the Hurykane Mike Baptist Church. Much love to my God is Christian. You know I gotta play your song, baby. Much love to my God is Christian over there in California.
Who's that man?
We know we gotta get the church jumping. Put your hands together. Shouts out to Marcy Playground. Shouts out to Phenom Rover on the beat. Shouts out out to yours truly on the vocals. Let go.
Who's that lounging? Yeah.
She's a good time.
Who's that lounging? Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah.
She's a good time.
Who's that? Yeah.
This a motherfucking bad chick. Get a brick, rip the shit, baby, you a savage. Baby, you the baddest. Check with the glasses. Low cut dress, baby girl, got some fashion. Hopping out the wagon, in the club dancing. Back to the crib, baby girl, want some passion. Let's go make some magic. It's outstanding. In the bedroom, singing stars in the planets. Hit it from the back and the front. More than a month. Clapping her cheeks while I'm smoking on the blunt. Blueberry blunts. Fuck her in the truck. In the parking lot, we be gone like a motherfucker. Lights, camera, got your girl, it's time to make a movie. You can be a thing, throw a slim goodie. Keep them glasses on or take it off. Let me break you off. Follow me from the light to the dog after park. Smash it in the car, going in the raw. We don't give a fuck about the motherfucking law. Baby, you a star, known it from the start. Sitting in my chair at that motherfucking bar.
Who's that lounging? Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah. Baby, I smell sexy. Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah. I smell sexy. Yeah. Who's that lounging?
It's a milk in a red dress, friend got a blue dress. Take her to the room, baby girl, what to do next? Time to change the mood set, baby girl too wet. And a friend twerking on my dick by the pool check. Put her in the pool bed, put her in the suplex. Baby girl, love it, wanna know what to do next. Go by the beach, yeah, free to the week, yeah. About to go deep, yeah, fuck her to the beat, yeah. Get it from the back and the front, I ain't tryna stunt. Baby said she love me, but I treat her like a munch. Eat this shit for lunch, did that shit for months. In Cougar Town, I've been gone like a motherfucker. Gotta make it feel it, baby, can you dig it? I ain't saying that in the motherfucking minute. Give her rest of business, smash it in the kitchen. Dining room, living room, let the neighbors hear it. Lanes to the ceiling, swollen and I'm grinding in it. If I have a heart attack, well, I'll be dying in it. Baby, you a star, known it from the start. Sitting in my chair at that motherfucking bar.
Who's that lounging? Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah. I smell sexy. Yeah. Who's that lounging? Yeah.
Love you, Kristen.
I smell sexy. Who's that lounging?
You already know what it is. You already know what it is. This nigga do motherfucking 50, 52. Where is that? 5150, Hurykane. Back up.
Like my brain strong, like my women fine, like my women thick, like I'm down to ride, come bounce it, like a hit a switch, it's going down, blow my mind, she gon' blow my mind, like my weed, like my music, like it loud, cut my teeth, sippin' OZ by the pound, drop a beat, I get up on it, make you proud, come and meet my homies, me, myself, and now we home, put the word around the way we coming, yeah, you learning now you learning, 5150, he strapped like a tourniquet, no, I don't play around,
5150, I never heard of it.
If you don't know, then you know now. Bow down. Don't forget it. Living good, I'm copacetic. Wish a motherfucker would, but if they did, they would regret it. Sorry, hard to ignore me now. 5150, I'm the topic of conversation, cause I'm the story now. If you don't know, now you know. 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 Motherfucker!
5150, yo, man, this beat is really indie. They grab the city and shoot the government off the Indies from Hurykane. Digging the storm and wind and the flames. Decapitate you with your chains from the flames, burn through the pain. Digging the murder, making lyrics, you feel it. No limit to my lyrics, I shatter every ceiling. I'm soul smithing, booming the blade to leave your soul missing. Kill the government, hell yeah, that's a soul mission. Let me calm down, roll the beef for now. We keeping the speakers loud, but we are the coolest people to be around. 5150, you need a pop. Just follow some badass bitches that wanna stick around. I'm just last dance. Those niggas on the bad days. I try to goddamn, he's dope. Put your hands, bounce back. The 51, 50 times stand. I stand alone, a nigga calm with the damn stand. You never let the calm. But I'm back, you know, it's people privilege. I'm in the mom. I like you need, I'm a soldier, I never been born. That's why I came along to look on. I'm sitting down, but the rhyme stands. I'm staying alone with the sounds, down on the ground. I'm trying to come along with my own kind.
If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know.
Oh yeah, we rocking out the Hurykane tonight. Trap this church. Hurykane tonight. Trap this church. Bring out that choir, playing that piano. Shouts out to the piano man. Don't double click, about to shoot the cop dead. It's that rebel shit, make them think they gon' can't be the name, I'm a boss. Metal gear is off. Raise the grave, make the dead walk. Raid every power structure and they cross. About to creep in the White House. Where the fuck the president about the right now? Got my girl with the snipe rounds. Shoot the fed in his head cause the bitch wouldn't pipe down. Motor City is the fight time. Joe Louis with the hands, give it to you, see the 9 rounds. You can hit that shit for 9 times. They say Hurykane, put your gun down. I'ma tell them no, 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 no. If they tell you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. Hurykane got a blast quick. Close quarters combat, guarantee you get your ass kicked. Flip a nigga with a mad blitz. Better watch the step, you can tackle through a glass, bitch. Flying kicks in the flash splits. I'm the last man standing, you be lying in the grass, bitch. My head to the Pentagon. After that, I'm blowing up temples and synagogues. I know I'm a sinner god, but when I get up there, I'm killing you and your fucking mob. Cause you ain't do your fucking job. All the pain in this world, I can't spell the fucking rock. Us a new cast the evil government to the ends of the universe. Now they telling me to calm down. I would never put my fucking gun down. I'ma tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 Hurykane no, not trap no. This church. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, no. We keep no church jumping no, in this bitch. No. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. Damn, son, where did you find this? Digging fire. Not for the weak hearted. Trapper. Hey. You know. For real. About to get it in. About to get it in. Getting gone. I was born to get I was born to die. Witness the power in a lot of forms.
for? What you running for? The school crew sat by the door, screaming bloody war. Murderer, heard it, serving your bullets and murder. You heard of us, murderers, leaving body parts. Furniture, eliminate this your fate. I'ma break you like a dinner plate. Obliterate, 50K shooting fate. Something in the state, underlay. Never gonna put my gun away, run away. When I pull out the thunder, can't you be done at it? That's the way you get hit. Stupid little bitch. Hurricane is a storm. You niggas, you better get. Got a storm. I was born with got a storms. I was born with got a storms.
Damn, son.
Got a storms. I was born with got a storms. It's the lyrics in a lot of swarms. Getting the gas, kick, I'm Jason Bourne. I'm super quick. Hitting motherfuckers with super kicks. I'm too legit. True to this, my mind is scrupulous. Rattle you, rap the dad, I'm a shadow you. Rip out your clavicle, I'm a radical savage animal. Cannibal, not a cannibal. I don't wanna be Hannibal. It's not to the government, they tyrannical. Hurricane, I'ma kill it till there's no remains. Bringing pain, bringing wind, fire, restore rain. Fuck the game, break the shackles they place on your brain. Fucking lame, it is time to break the mental chains. Spitting flames like a dragon, I do not feel the same. In my lane, in the hood, they call me Killer Kane. Feel the rain of a god, I do not need a crown. Bringing this music up in your speaking now. Got a storm. I was born to got a storms. I was born to got a storms. Got a storms. I was born to got a storm. Witness the power of the final form. My final form, cosmic armor and I find the sword. I keep the doors of the federations of separate fours, several cores, several heads. I'm killing several more, several scores. Fuck the government, I ain't having it. Blasting nothing inadequate. Put your head in the cabinet, put your face on the mannequin. Turn evil like Anakin. Imagine all the government vanish. Fuck it, quiet 2 tears in the bucket. You ducking from bullets, I'm busting bitch. I won't chuck it, you gon' tuck it. Cause I'm a rebel with mine. About to shoot a fucking fed all dead in the spine. Buried alive, then go bury your guys. Scream bunk, then go bury your wives. I'm like Isaac, spirit pressure stay in the sky. Hypnotize everybody if you look at my eyes. Got a storm. I was born to got a storms. I was born to got a storms. Got a storms. I was born to got a storms. Got a storms. I was born to got a storms.
You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Got a storms. I'm also the guy to win.
I will take the stand. Fuck the government.
One production.
I am the god of winning. I'm the motherfucking god of win. Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking god of win. Gotta tell them all again, let's tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking god of win. Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again. Let me put it to the forgive when I spend it. Gotta cut you up to brothers. I'm a motherfucking business. I'm not finished when I hurt you fucking feelings. When I sing it and I'ma sing it in a minute. Any minute I'm ripping anybody that wanna get it. Cause the government tripping. If you think I'm in a minute, I'm the villain. The villains with the government. It's some motherfuckers killing in the sand and they causing division. I'm on the decision will cause a collision. I'll let it breathe for a minute. Smoking the weed, I gotta cheat for a minute. Stop a rapper, getting your violence. I got the title, put it in the beat. Up in the spiral, I'm the hurricane. And I'm bringing the wind, the sipping gin. But they get to be spanned. So I'm laying on the bands that they call it the Zen. I got the throw in the strands. And the motherfucker running again. They call it revenge, but they elite. Those motherfuckers put in the sea. Why they all gotta witness defeat? I'm the beast that devour the beaches. I'm a G, you the motherfucking coward to me. Put your head in the sand. Now I gotta put your head in the van. Take it to the badlands. Hurykane, get the bread in the vans. Those bastards ain't stand a chance. I'm taking back all of the land. I ain't motherfucking making the bands. I gotta go against the government, man. I got in my hand. Put an RPG in front of the van, about to blow with the government man. Trying to play the game, that's great to change. They use a figure C to arrange the brain, begin to bring the pain. This world will remain the same. Hurricane couldn't change the game. You gotta win. Tell them all again, tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking guy to win. Tell them all again, call all your friends. I'm the motherfucking guy to win. Tell them all again, tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking guy to win. Tell them all again, call all your friends. I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Alright? But y'all know it, especially Vonta. She love it, baby. She love that God of fire, though. When I bring out that fire. She love when I bring out that fire. Shouts out to Vonta in the UK.
Coming through like a boss, knocking on your soldiers off, flips in the air, doing tricks like it's motor cars. Told them all, don't fuck when you gotta show them all. Solar parts, can't get it weapon like a solar bar. Hold them off, read, hit a motherfucker, got a bomb, hit the read mode on the motherfucker. Put a flash, drop the bones, I'm a monster. Operating on the enemy, I'm a doctor. Surgical, now you're vertical with your convertible, durable. Hell no, nigga, you deplorable. Burn them, better bow down to the God of fire. I don't think you motherfuckers gonna make it out alive. You fans traumatized, taking on your dollar signs. Hacking everything, yeah, I got my phone modified. I despise every never made, cause they fucking lies. I'ma shine with the revolution on the fucking ride. God of fire. I'm the motherfucking God of fire.
You hear the difference in the God of fire?
God of fire.
You hear the difference from the God of fire, God of wind, and God of storm? The God of fire
God of fire
is a lot different. Dark.
Any, mighty, the head about his clothes. Gotta go, I'm the dope, or the window. We be falling quick, who is this? It was a fed that was talking shit. Shooting cops every day, Operation Pistol Play. Creeping on the cops on the motherfucking interstate. In the case, sticking through your face, shot you in your face. Hacking on machines, I'ma change your neural interface. Now I got some Terminators, and they came to terminate you. Dressing up like Lord Vader, better call your Lord Satan. Pulling cable, pulling Vegas, smoking weed, rolling papers. Everybody high when I shine, got adjudicators. True executioner, powers from the Europe. Don't man scratching, this the power of a superman. Who is ya? I'ma hit you harder than the Kuma, bruh. Handing out phase like it's motherfucking super cuts. God of fire. I'm the motherfucking God of fire. God of fire. I'm the motherfucking God of fire. Off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Thinking I'm the God of fire.
Dog. Get it from dog.
God of fire, keep a gun modified. Knocking heads off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Thinking I'm the God of fire.
Y'all hear the difference between the God of fire, God of wind, God of storms? I'm the motherfucking
God of fire, keep a gun modified. Knocking heads off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Thinking I'm the God of fire. God of fire. God of fire, keep a gun modified. Knock their heads off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Nigga, I'm the God of fire. I'm the God of fire.
Woo. Now we talking about my life. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down. We got two more songs, but you know, I'm talking about my life. I got a song called The Eye of the Hurricane. I break down my life, that's me breaking y'all to the eye of the hurricane, because I'm usually just destroying shit. But when it gets down to the eye of the hurricane, this is, you know, me just sharing myself. You know, let's get on to it. Welcome to the eye of the hurricane, everybody. Live from the church of Hurykane, the Hurricane at Night Chapel. My life. Let's go.
Get my eyes, can you see the fucking fire beside? I came here to bring you alive, and I arrive. I'm gonna be screaming you live. You go the ways that I'm digging the ride. I survive all the shit that I've been through. That's my mother, that's my motherfucking crib too. That's my brother to the motherfucking streets, dude. He ain't dead yet, but he get damn fool. Lost a couple of friends because of BL live. I told niggas that BL live. show the relevant evidence. The motherfuckers disappeared. Ain't that motherfucking funny? Look at the dummies living the politics. I'm through with reconnaissance. I'm demolishing the government arguments at the parliament. To the audience, I'm like out of storms. You better watch your tone when you talk again. Send the fire be rain. We ain't cutting through everything. And everybody gonna feel the fucking pain. Better stay in your lane. My rap will never change. Do it in the name of the hurricane. Look in my eyes, and can you see the fucking power beside? I've been through pain and I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see the fucking power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see the fucking power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see the fucking power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look at the time, can you see you're the government lies to propaganda, hypnotizing your mind. And every time I spit a vibe, it will feel like a knife hitting your spine. Bring it back in the time, but you're the line in the sand against the government. Do it with the two pictures and I'm loving it. All the NPCs gon' get fucking hit. You the sheep, I'm a slaughterhouse, little bitch. You scared of the curfew, you scared of the perfume, you scared of a drone spray, your shit is to hurt you. Who to refer to, the who to return to. Hurricane coming and I'm coming to murder you. The lyrics is from the spirit, my spiritual lyrical lyrics will cause a revolution. You dig it because the government tripping, you better listen. Ain't do a religion to be a rebel, time to go on a mission. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes. Better look in my eyes. Yeah. Better look in my eyes at a hurricane. These the eyes at a hurricane. Look in my eyes. These are eyes at a hurricane. In the eye of the hurricane. It's the eyes of the hurricane.
Woo! Gotta have the whole church jumping. Gotta have the whole church jumping. They be like, with tears in their eyes, like, I came out alive, Lord. I made it out the storm, Lord. I made it out the fire, Lord. Thank you, Kane. Now we on the last song, y'all. We on the last song. And it's only right for us to celebrate after a good victory in our life. We've been through a lot of trials and tribulations in our life, and people thought we was not going to fucking live to tell this fucking tale. But by God, we are here. We are here. We are still standing. We are still strong. We are beyond great. We are phenomenal. We are astronomical. We've been through hell and back. We stared at the abyss and it stared back at us. And the abyss got scared. We shape realities in our own life. We manifest what we truly desire and need. Not no God or any other gods. You are the true God. You are the true goddess. And your storm is over. The flood is over. Bring out that choir. It's the last song. Let's get it.
Just took the government down with a bunch of rounds. Flood is over now.
Hurricane tonight, trap this
The
church.
sun is appearing out the clouds. Let it shine down. The flood is over now. Hurricane just took the government down. After shutting, flood is over now. Let's watch the sun as it beams about the clouds. Let it shine down. Flood is over. And they get a fucking boulder. Now my cup got running over. Billy Hennessy, baby, come on over. Smoke with me, the storm is over. No more government, the fuck is over. Hurricane, that's taking over. No more pain, weight on your shoulders. Kill Illuminati with the shiny hoe. You Templar niggas, it's hot and slow. You 30 keys, get your body blow. Ain't no way family, kick in your dough. I don't like Kratos from the God of War. I don't turn this world to a Ragnarok. Ain't scared to blast a shot, blast the cops, smash the clock. Revolution, cast the drop. Y'all niggas ain't ready for this. Hurricane just ready to clip. Y'all niggas be ready to dip. I'm flipping the script. I could have been flipping the brick. But I'm checking off an enemy list. The enemy list, and I'm putting it this. Coming with a fiery fist. Y'all bitches gon' turn the miss. Bring change to the game, but the enemy My name Shell Ray, y'all better admit. Destroy paradigms, I'm making this shit to a new mind frame, kill the enemy quick. John Wick in this bitch, I'm coming to quit. Full fist, make you feel, keep you fucking with this. Government saying shit I never forget. I'm the child of the rap, I'll blast your bitch. With a blast from the past, we crack the fifth. The flood is over now. Hurricane just took the government down. Have to shut them down. The flood is over now. Let's watch the sun as it appears above the clouds. Bring that choir on out. Let us all walk down by the river, roll a bunch of swishers, drink a whole bunch of liquor, cause the flood is over, nigga. Now let the sun rise on the real nigga. Fuck the government, nigga. Let us all walk down by the river, roll a bunch of swishers, drink a whole bunch of liquor, cause the flood is over, nigga. Now let the sun rise on the real nigga. Celebrate, the flood is over now. Hurricane just killed the government down. Had to shut them down. The flood is over now. Let's see the sun as it appears out the clouds. Let it shine down. The flood is over now. Hurricane just took the government down. Had to shut them down. The flood is over now. Let's watch the sun as it appears out the clouds. Let it shine down. Let us all walk down by the river, roll a bunch of swishers, drink a whole bunch of liquor, cause the flood is over, nigga. Now let the sun rise on this real nigga. Fuck the government, nigga. Woo! Woo! Hurricane tonight trapped this church. Now, this was a great motherfucking Sunday service. Very informative. Very enlightening, you know what I'm saying? Get my testimony and my life story and proof of my power. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say shouts out to everybody coming through. Shouts out to Abraham. Shouts out to Edgar Mendex documentary. Shouts out to GBA Rip Radio. Make sure y'all subscribe to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And much love to my goddess. Crystal is cool. Much love to the goddess Water Style. Hit her with that Water Style jutsu. Meditation is life-changing. Yes, it is, Water Style, for sure, for sure. I can't believe I missed that comment. Shouts out to everybody that came through. Shout out to Mac V Productions that came through. Shouts out, shouts out, shouts out, shouts out. Much love to my goddess. Crystal is cool over there in California, love. It should be 9 o'clock over there. 9:53, going on 10. You know, it's early in the morning, probably making you some good breakfast and shit, you know, man. Made me a sausage egg burrito too, baby. As a matter of fact, let's go out to brunch. Let's go out to brunch. And shouts out to Vanta. It's about to be 6 o'clock over there. It's about to be 6 o'clock over there in the UK. Shouts out to my lovely ladies, Crystal and Vanta, you know what I'm saying, holding it down in Cali in the UK. And shouts out to all the lovely ladies of the Hurricane Night Trap this church. Thank you for showing them love. They passed around all the frankincense, the frankincense, and some good old-fashioned wine. We all got down today. It was great. Shouts out to everybody. And real talk, I really thank y'all for listening in on the Sunday Hood service, because you know, I'm not trying to convert nobody. I just want people to use their head, use their comprehension, common sense, and critical thinking skills and read that book again. You know what I'm saying? But also understand that, you know, we that left Christianity, we was deep in it. We studied it. We learned it. We saw the ways of how it treated people. We saw the ways of how families acted. It's like, we saw it destroy our life instead of giving us life. It's supposed to be the book of life. They call it the basic instruction before leaving earth. But it's really the basic indoctrination before leaving earth. You're leaving the earth stupid. Fuck the bullshit. Unlock your power. Meditation is key. I showed y'all that. So they were like, you're not a god. I'm like, okay, let me show you my video. and they all get quiet. They had no words. You know what I'm saying? Once I show them the proof of my power, everything gets shut down. They were like, well, I guess I'm going to still believe in God anyway. I'm like, all right. I'm trying to tell you, man, unlock your own power.
But shouts out to everybody. I have to show everybody that because like there's probably some people that didn't see the video of my apartment building being on fire, and plus I don't want people to just think I'm talking shit. My part protect my crib from a fire. I don't want people thinking, oh man, nigga, Hurykane lying. You know, let me show you that. Let me just show you my power. You feel me? So Crystal, like I said, baby, when we get that new crib, baby, when we get that new crib, baby. Yo, Vonta. Oh yeah, you already know what it is, baby. I am our protector, literally. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? From the physical to the metaphysical world, baby. I got our back. You feel me? But that's that. We listened to Coach Renzo Reed, aka Deconstructing Christianity today, and we listened to Durante Lamar. And I hope y'all enjoyed yourself on this Hurykane Sunday Hood service. Well, we gonna ask. We gonna ask some questions. Yo, God, why did you put the tree in the garden knowing that a motherfucker was gonna fuck with it? Here's another question. Ask some questions. Why would after the great battle with Lucifer or the fallen angels, why you just ain't get rid of them off the planet? Why they gotta be on the planet? If your people is here, I'm supposed to try to have peace. Huh? Can you explain that, Joe? Ask some questions. Why you caused 10 plagues in Egypt instead of just killing the fucking Pharaoh? Ask some questions. Why the fuck did you kill 40 kids with bears? I'm still stuck on that. Out of all the shit they ever talk about, I'm still stuck on a prophet got roasted by some kids, and that nigga went to God and was like, yo, God, man, these kids was roasting me. And God said, I got your back. Let me kill these. I'm still tripping on that. I don't know about y'all. But anyway, shout out to everybody coming through. This is the Hurykane Sunday Hood service at the Hurykane Night Trappist Church. Much love to my First Lady Vonta. Can't wait till you put on that uniform for the HHN Special Report as my UK correspondent, baby. Ooh. And Crystal, baby, all you got to do is just look good in your palace. We in Crystal City, baby. Crystal City, Cali. Let me get some of that Cali Crystal, baby. All right. Let me get up out of here. All right, Pastor. Pastor Kane signing out. Shouts out to everybody. Hurykane and Night Trappist Church. Shout out to everybody that's going to catch this on the playback. Y'all be cool. Shouts out to everybody. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. What I got up later, shit, I might charge my phone up. If I don't see nothing popping in the news, I might just play the game. We might just play some Dead or Alive again. Play with some sexy ladies. Kick some ass and buy some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Kick some ass and get some clothes. You know what I'm saying? These ladies need to go shopping, you know. Ladies love shopping, you know, so I got to shop for my ladies on the Dead or Alive game. But, and I also got to go back to the video that Crystal told me to look up. Shouts out to Crystal because you got me up on this content. Woo, that shit that you put me up on, baby. Baby. I think I might have to cover that, what you showed me, Crystal. Like, yo, I might have to, like clip some shit and be like, oh my God, this is some serious, baby. You told me to start at the right spot, too. You told me to start at the right spot, and I got it. I got it, baby. That shit was real. Why did that sound like sexual innuendo? Anyway, I was just trying to speak clear as possible, but it sounded like some sexual innuendo. But shouts out to the lovely goddess Crystal over there in California, love. And much love to the goddess over there in the UK. Vonta, we had fun on Riser. It was fun. And the after party on the USS Hurykane was lovely. Shouts out to Crystal for coming through to that. That was great, baby. I love y'all at Holiday 3. Y'all just showed me all the greatest love ever. The greatest love ever. Detroit After Dark is fun because it's always dark somewhere, baby. But anyway, man, this is a Pastor Kane and the Hurykane Night Trappist Church. We gonna ask. Gonna ask some questions. Question everything. That's the message. We out. Peace.